Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown, part of Eggmuhl Week 2022, brought to you in conjunction with the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be with you. We are only recently recovered from last night's nail-biter of a game of Commands and Colors Napoleonics, the epic Battle of Eggmuhl, and we're now going to do something just a little bit different, but it's still Eggmuhl, because it's still Eggmuhl Week. I want to welcome our three players tonight. I think only one of whom hasn't played. Velker, you've played Sharp Practice before, haven't you?
I believe so.
And I know for a fact that Jeff has, because he's done it right here on this very channel. CT, have you been able to play any Sharp Practice?
I have not, no.
All right. Well, so this is brand new. We were hoping to have, if anybody finds Achilles wandering lost anywhere in the streets of America, he's got a name tag. Make sure you send him back here, because he's missing. And hey, Red. So we're if you see him out there, please send him back, because we're looking for him and hoping to play games with him. But he was supposed to be here and he's not. So I hope everything's good. I'm sure it is. We will commence the evening. We again don't have a Dalinor. I know he was exhausted yesterday. I wonder if he's still catching up. Perhaps that's what he's doing. Because Dalinor would love to be here for a bit of Eggmuhl Week shenanigans. I'm posting a tweet. One of the things that we've been doing, and CT has been an integral part of that for many, many, many weeks, has been playing Chain of Command, the Two Fat Lardies World War II game, which is wonderful and I love a lot. But I wanted to go back, and I always had an idea that I would turn Thursday Night Throwdown into almost a Two Fat Lardies game session, because they tend to be a little on the skirmishy side, most of them, and they play very well. But I also love the mechanics, and I love both periods, so I figured we'd do this. We haven't played Sharp Practice in just the longest time, so I decided with Eggmuhl Week upon us, we would build a new scenario based on the 1809 campaign. A, it's Eggmuhl Week, but B, it gives us a chance to get away from the standard French versus everybody scenario, and instead bring out some of Giorgio's great Bavarians. Look at those guys. Look at how good the Bavarians are. Look at them. They are great. I love them. Even the Chevaux Légers. Look at that. They are very saucy and ready to go. We also have Bavarian guns and artillerists. So we are really ready to go. So it gives us a chance to play something a little different. Now, this is a basic scenario for Sharp Practice, so there's no real pressure in terms of any of the more elaborate strategy that can come around. Yes, we're, Chrono, I know you excused yourself, but we still miss you. We miss you too, Haz. Anybody can come and play, like I say, if you find you an Achilles. I am completely willing to come in and play the fourth force. Have you guys chosen the forces you'd like to be? I see the command tent and Jeff lined up on the Austrian side. That's what you're gonna do?
Works for me.
Yeah, I haven't played cavalry. I had those.
Yeah, I thought you had those Cossacks.
Yeah, I had the Cossacks, but I think I want to try these heavies. Skirmishers.
These aren't heavies. I mean, these are still light horse.
Well, okay, they're still horse.
They're
They're a different kind of horse than the.
Yeah, they're not as flighty, I will say. They're definitely not as flighty. And Velker, you're over here, I guess. Well, you haven't picked a. Oh, yeah, you did. You picked some Bavarians with some Chevaux Légers. All right. The theory of Sharp Practice when it was first released was it was kind of a deep dive. Go outside and no, actually, Red, you're nearest to Achilles. Go out there and yell after him, see if you can get him. But anyway, it was sort of a way of diving deeper. They had released a Napoleonic game called Le Fou Sacré, and it was at the battalion level, kind of like Shaco and Empire. But they released Sharp Practice with the idea of diving into, almost zooming into Napoleonic formations. And so these, instead of your 20 to 1, 60 to 1, whatever to 1, these are supposedly 1-to-1 figures. You can play it with ratios, but it makes the ground scale a little weird in my humble opinion. But these are 1-to-1s. And the original set actually had an interesting idea. I'm not sure it ever worked in practice. But it had an interesting idea that if you had enough figs and enough patience and enough table, you could actually do a battalion on battalion battle at the 1-to-1 level. And it would give you the rules to do it. They stepped away from that with Sharp Practice 2. And I actually bugged Richard Clark about it once in a chat on YouTube, asking him about, do you miss it? And he's like, you could still do it. But I think he acknowledged that there is something a little bit different. And it's intended, I think, more towards playability. So what you've got, and really your units or your forces are very, very similar. You've got groups. And you'll see them here. We'll just pick the Bavarians that Velker's got over here. And yours are much like it. The first thing you'll notice is you've got leaders. That's this fella typically right here. Oh, this guy right here, sorry. Hauptmann Manuzzi is a good example. He's a status 3. We'll get into what that means later. But he's also 1, the number 1, and that's going to matter. He's the overall commander. He's the boss of bosses. All right. Both of you have supernumerary commanders, like this guy here, Unterleutnant Beckers. He's the backup. He don't command unless Hauptmann Manuzzi is unavailable. Underneath Beckers, we have these 3 groups from the 7th Löwenstein Regiment. By the way, these are all authentic units from the 1809 campaign. Thank you very much. In addition, we have Oberleutnant Stengel, a status 2 leader, who commands these 3 groups, all in a formation. We also have over here Oberleutnant Josef Angelstein. He is the commander of these 2 units of Schützen. You'll notice they're in 6s. And over here we have Lieutenant Preising, who is a 5. And he commands these 8 men of the König Chevaulegers Regiment. In Sharp Practice, when a unit is... And I'm going to copy this so I don't lose it. When a unit is like this, it's called a group. And it can pretty much do whatever it likes over the course of a turn. Ooh, I heard a pop. Is that Achilles? Or did that... Where you been? Where you been?
Well, rushing here.
Dude. We had Red go outside and yell your name because we figured he was closest.
I heard him.
Okay,
I heard him.
So here we have a group. And that group, when it moves, is going to do a lot of things that if you've played Chain of Command, you're going to be pretty familiar with. It can move by turning its facing and going straight ahead. How far, we'll talk about later. It cannot, without using an action, turn at the end of its turn. That's a no-no. But it can go straight ahead in pretty much any direction it wants. It's got a lot more flexibility. When it shoots in a 180-degree arc to its front. Because it's just a group of guys hanging out, 8 dudes, and they can go too deep. However, if, like we have over here, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 groups, these guys can do something magical called being in formation. One of the most basic formations in this game is the line. I know you'll be familiar with it. Typically formed like this, 2 men deep. If a group is within 2 inches, everything here is doubled. If it is within 2 inches of another group, it can, without any actions on its activation, go, hey, I'm now in a formation.
So that means 4 inches?
No, 2. Everything will be spoken in doubled form.
Because I thought 2 inches was the standard.
That's free. No, that's for free.
Free.
If you're like this, and you are up to 4 inches away, you may spend an action, and irrespective of movement, you don't have to roll dice to move, you go, hey, I'm like this.
Snap in. Called snapping in,
Yeah, you just snap yourself in line. And now I'm a formation. Now you say that's great, and it does have a lot of benefits that we'll talk about as we go through the game. But the biggest difference is now you're moving straight ahead. If you want to turn, you got to wheel. If you want...
Or break the formation.
Or, yeah, right. Well, that's not a formation, is it? If you want to move, you can veer 45 degrees to the front. You can oblique. If you veer more than 45 degrees, and oh, do I love this, you must turn to flank, which is this. This is part of its roots as a tactical game. You suddenly do this, and your line has become a column.
And your formation is broken.
Nope, absolutely not. That is a formation.
The new formation.
You have formed a new formation.
Well, yeah, okay, you're not in line. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now you go off this way. So that's the limitations. Also, and this is something that, boy, oh boy, did I take a long time to get through my thick head. When this formation shoots, it don't shoot no 45-degree angle. It shoots in a bowling alley. It's a tunnel, like this. Down that way, down that way. You can, if you want, come on in column. Sometimes it helps. You can do it. Every time your unit is activated, it has to be activated because this is a game of the Lardies under most circumstances. You know what I said most? I said most. It must be activated by a leader. That leader has as many activations as his rank permits. How do we know what his rank permits? It's right there. It's a little bitty chart. And CT, you'll recognize this as shouting range. Again, everything doubles. So a level 3 leader, we don't have any 4s, gets 3 actions. When he activates a formation, that whole formation activates. That's one of the lovely things about it. And when a formation activates, it does 2 things. And there's a lot of different things, but it can do all those things. And we'll talk about what they are as we go. But that's the philosophy of sharp practice. I truly believe that everything else about it is best taught in the doing, with the exception of these things over here. I went to the wrong side of the table. In this bag, this magical, wonderful bag, there are poker chips. I'm going to pull them one at a time. If I pull out this chip and it is a red 3, the red team, which by the way is the Austrians, their commander 3, who you have to find. Got to find him. He's labeled. There he is. He is allowed to do a thing. He is allowed to make an activation. Now you notice he is a status 2 leader, which tells us he has a 2 initiative, so he can do 2 things. The most important thing he can do is activate his boys. All these fellas. Or, if they're in a group, 2 of them. If they're just groups. Okay. Another very important thing he can do is rally off shock.
Do any of them have sub-commanders?
Yes, as I say, we have Hauptmann Weissenwolf. He's got this dude who is he's got number 2. All the 2s are supernumerary commanders attached.
Oh, okay, they're there.
Attached to the first group of infantry fellers. Those are supernumeraries whose typical job winds up being taking care of shock. It's their usual gig.
I'm labeled 1 through 5, and this is also labeled 1 through 5.
Yes. Aha, you have discerned it. Both sides will activate on the red
with
5.
the same card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Because
sometimes it's played.
I think that's insane, and you'll see this. You'll see a long thread where I comment on that in the Lardy's forum. The next thing,
because I've been watching command. What is it? Anyhow, I've been watching videos on it. So okay.
Yeah, I think that's nuts. I think by the time you get above 6 or 7, somebody sits there far too long.
Okay.
People just read. And sharp practice, I will say freely, is not a good game for multiplayer games. It just isn't. You have to really work. 1-to-1, it's brilliant. when you get above 1 to 1, you got to work at it. And I think this is one of the ways that works best. Then you get these command flags. These are special. These are magical. We keep them to the side. Why? They have all sorts of powers. Think of them, CT, like chain of command dice. Except you can use them almost right away. What can I do with a flag? Well, I can do lots of things with a flag. I can, number one, modify all kinds of die rolls, including most notably fighting, fisticuffs, and shooting. I could say I am I'm putting out a flag and I'm spending it and I want to do that. Here's the full list of what you can do. Just so you know. And you can use any number of them. You can also use it to boost your command ability. When shooting, your commander's rank, his status, is added in number of dice that he shoots. So instead of a 1, you can make him a 2, you can make him a 3, you can even make him a 4 just for that action. But that costs 3 cards, and that's expensive. Another very important thing you can do with them cards is you can, you can use a fisticuffs and firing, we'll talk about that. You can take a group or unit formation that is not yet activated and let it take its turn. That's 2. And in fact, you can interrupt. I spend these 2 cards, that guy goes. But you will not be activating with the leader. The leader goes along, but you can't use his leader magic powers. 3, a leader who is not yet activated can go. With you spend 3, you can activate a leader. And here's the biggest of all, the Great Magoo. If you get 4, you can have a unit that has already taken an activation take another one. All right. There are extra.
But talk to him about how many. If you get like 3 in a row, then
that's a detail that'll come up. We are skipping past any sort of minutia right now. There are extra flags in here because there are extra commands out here. All right. You are sharing your command piles between the 2 of you. You will have to decide amongst the 2 of you when to use them. You do not, that's going to be a conversation. It's one of the limitations. That's what I wanted. And finally, there's that thing. Tiffin. When that comes out, that turn is over. And we put the things back in the bag and we start all over again. All right? So you never quite know how many turns you're going to get. How many chances you're going to have to move. It's one of the great dynamics you'll discover in the game of trying to decide what is going to happen. It's why you also may want to keep a flag or 2 aside, because after Tiffin comes out, any unit that did not activate because its chip didn't come up may be activated with one of those. We do it in order of who has the most flags. If you both have the most flags, you roll a die. We take turns within that, but we'll go through all that. All right. This is an encounter battle. What does that mean? You all remember deployment points from Chain of Command? Here we have these. You'll notice they have lovely flags. Hey, check it out. They've got special flags. The Austrians do anyway. When you deploy to the table, you may deploy to within 12 inches of that deployment point. Usually 6, double to 12. Light troops may deploy to within 18 inches. Or if you cannot presently be seen by an enemy or a deployment point. So there's an advantage to going first and getting out there is the bottom line. Where do I put my deployment point? Well, that comes down to the scenario. This is an encounter which divides the 3 sections of the battlefield into 3 pieces, or the battlefield into 3 pieces, left, center, right. You are each going to roll a 1d6. When you roll that number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can place your deployment point anywhere on that baseline. The goal of this mission is to kill the other guy. Just like in Chain of Command, there's a force morale. You want to drive their force morale down. How do you do it? Bad things happening. I think you're going to be familiar with that. What are bad things? We'll talk about it when we get there. As I say, nobody expects too much of you, except for Jeff. I expect a lot of Jeff. We know you'll do your very, very best. So we're just going to start. Jeff, why don't you roll me a 1d6? Show me what sector your deployment point is in.
All right, let me get over here.
You're not printing?
Right where I am, I guess.
There you go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're way over here where the command, in front of where the command tent is. CT, why don't you tell me where you are? And you're way over where Jeff is. I'm going to suggest you switch. But that's okay. You got troops anyway, so you're going to have to stay where you are. So, Jeff, you can put that anywhere on that baseline. You know, it's obviously a 12 by 8 table. So it divides up into 3 4-foot sections. You can put it anywhere in that 4-foot section on the baseline. Same for you, CT. You can put it up anywhere in this 4-foot section. That's great. Perfect. And I'll lock it there. I will lock that where you're going to put it. All right. Velker, why don't you show me where you are? Right where you are. Well done. Put your deployment point down. Achilles, why don't you show me where you are? 2, 3. You're right. You're somewhere in here, in the middle. Are you within 48 inches, Volker? You are not. More over here, please. There you go. All the way there. Very good. And Achilles, you can put that anywhere in that center. So he's almost to the border, so it's another 48 inches this way.
Okay.
So you can't be in this right section, so you got to be past this point there. Keep going. Keep going. There. You can be there. And you put yourself right on the table. There you are. You lock you down. Awesome. All right. You have no idea what you're doing. This is awesome. Let's go.
Oh, chip.
Red 2. Austrian 2s. Here's the first thing you're going to learn. That 2, you don't want to deploy him. You could bring him on with one of these groups. He doesn't get to command the formation. He can only command one of the groups. You could bring this 2 on, but he is essentially a junior leader, and you're really waiting for that senior leader.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to have him on there.
Absolutely does. It's nonsense. We're moving on. No, seriously, it's junk, Jeff. You don't do it. Watch Richard play the game.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't played enough to know the
you
interest.
do not want that 2 guy anywhere by himself alone.
Do we? Well,
go ahead.
When do we find out what our force morale is?
When Jim remembers dumb stuff like that, that's when that happens.
And one of my supernumeraries is a level 1.
Yes, all the supernumeraries should all be level 1. If the supernumeraries aren't, I need to hear about it. Because if you look at all
I have one that's a level 2.
Yeah, right. Because this guy here is the one that's directly under him. He's expected to have a little more of an independent command.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this 3 guy, why isn't he labeled 3? Where does 3 go?
I have no idea.
No, he's a 3. No, he's a 3. Yeah, your 2s are the guy you don't want anywhere near, but your 3s you do. So let's talk about force morales. How about everybody wants to give me a force morale? Everybody here, the cool part. War left. Jeff will have to come back.
Okay. While he's gone, real quick.
Yes.
Okay. So these junior leaders, like Steven is a 4.
Yes.
Ritter's a 2. And Xanta's a 3. So that's the numbers we're talking about. And then of course DeRoy is a 1. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you also have, because I gave you a leader so you could use him, you also have Why doesn't he have a number? Dang me.
There we go.
Unterleutnant Rechberg, he's a 5. That
Okay.
gun has a commander. You don't want an uncommanded gun in Chain of Command, or in a sharp practice. It's no
Okay.
fun. Does your gun have a number on it? See?
Yes, a 5.
Okay, good. You got a 5.
However, I
Uh-huh.
believe you gypped me 1 man. And at this
Uh,
level, I feel like that's important.
That guy's drunk. That guy is... I've told the story before at the Battle of Eggmuhl about the cuirassiers that found the beer and never made it to the battle. He's that guy.
Some of them died in there.
Yes, that's right. We were reading about that some of them actually died in there. Forgive me that omission, but thank you, Achilles, for reminding me about it. Half of your lads are regulars or better, so you get a +1. So everybody, please, however, roll me a 1d6.
Oh, good start. Good start.
Let's see here. So Achilles on a 3. That is a force morale of 10. What'd you get, Velker?
5.
On a force morale of 5, you're an 11. On a force morale of 2 CT, you're a 9. Jeff, what'd you get?
4.
A 4, you're a 10. So set your blocks appropriately, please. Thank you so much for that good reminder, Achilles. Here we go. Now there is already a blue flag in play. Very exciting. We'll see what comes of that. The big red one. Now these are going to be some fun choices. That means that the Austrians get to bring out their big dog. He can also bring with him this entire formation, including the supernumerary. How would you bring him out? You can bring him out in column if you want. He'll have to change formation later. It does make it a little tricky for them to maneuver if they're in line. Column is easier just because it's narrower, but it does require formation changes if you want to fire more efficiently. Straight Napoleonic stuff. So, but we'll go over to Jeff because I know Jeff knows. Here he comes. There he is in line, measuring distances. Love it. Up to 18 inches because you can't.
I
see
can't
him.
be seen. Oh,
Can't
that's
see
right.
him. Can't see him.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
That entire ridiculous line of men is not being seen. You also, however, must be out of LOS of any deployment point, so make sure of that. Can any of those see you?
It does the cornfield because this
It
wall
does not.
will
That
block
does
me
not
here.
block line of sight. It does not.
Does the wall block line of
Yes,
sight?
it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, and the cornfield doesn't.
It does not. No. Gives you cover, but that doesn't block LOS.
Okay, so I have to be
12 inches. Yeah.
So-
20. Yeah, it's 12 inches.
all right.
And that's
so
everybody has to be 12 inches, so you got to come a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
distance back.
Yep.
So you see what he's doing, CT? You want to throw some folks out there?
I think so.
All right, let's see him. And actually, you grabbed the wrong formation. It's this one up here. And him too. I bring him over for you. Now, talk about a little formation stuff since we're learning. This dude is attached to one of these groups. It's up to you which it is. However, the group that he's attached to, that's where you start talking about leader casualties, right? You also want to decide if your big guy is attached to them. He can be, and that benefits them in terms of, there are certain things he can take advantage of, but he can also yell at them, and he can be in the back, and he's got some yelling range too. So that's up to you. That looks good. It's going to be right there. All right.
Yeah, he'll be attached to the center one, and the
Got it.
big guy will not be attached yet.
All right, he's going to hang out. Awesome. Now, like in Chain of Command, they could shoot if there was someone to shoot at. There is, however, nobody to shoot at. Except each other, and I don't recommend it.
I do.
Red flag. One of each.
Test your weapons.
Red flag. That's 2. Red 5 standing by. Who is that? I think that's a
Oh,
gun.
I got a gun. Yeah.
You do?
Yes,
You
please.
do. Now, obviously, that sucker's going to come out limbered, so bring the limber with you. And we see right here on the deployment table that artillery is in contact with that deployment point, so it's got to touch it. It could be the back that touches it, but it must touch it.
Now we go off measure off the piece or the guys.
Well, it could be either, but in terms of measuring the distances moved, you should measure off the limber. These guys are almost not there.
Okay.
If you
So
know
if I
what I
put them to the side, that would make more sense.
That's perfectly fine. Yep. The guys are very nearly markers. And as I say, you got to put them over there. And you can just move him out of the way. That's fine.
Thank you.
And Jeff, obviously, you got some guys you can bring up.
Yep, already out.
Looks like you did. Some skirmishers. Look how nice these skirmishers are. Can we enjoy Giorgio's skirmishers for a minute? They're great. I love it. Let's look at their stats because they're going to tell us something since Jeff has deployed them. You see that they're skirmishers. That's their type. Let's remember that. We're going to want that. They can be in a formation, always. And they get first fire. Well, we're going to talk about that too. But I want to go all the way down to the bottom and see that they get a thing called sharp practice. We have a title, ladies and gentlemen. Sharp practice is the ability to spend a couple of these little cards there. Now, you'll see it's got a number right after it. In this case, they've got that ability. You spend two of these, and they get one action. One firing action. Shooting or reloading. They can't do both, but it's a free shot. And in the right moment, it can be one heck of a thing. Sharp practice, very powerful. But right now, I don't see anything yet. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Command chant. Oh.
Blue 2. That's our supernumeraries. We're not doing that.
I was going to say, command chant. Can I burn those 2 flags and move my guys up into a position?
You can't move them. They've already activated for the turn.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I need to, yeah.
If you had 4, you could.
Yeah.
Blue 5. The extra stuff is coming on. Velker, your 5 is these big nasty horsies.
Should I bring them on?
Oh no, Velker has cavalry.
Are you saying I can bring them on? Is this allowed?
Again, it's within range of the deployment point. And how far is it from the deployment point for cavalry? While we check, we say, that's irregular cavalry. That's not what I wanted. 18 inches. Now, it's good old Napoleonic common sense. You don't want cavalry anywhere near this sort of a built-up area.
Right.
But there's good oats in the barn.
That's what those horses have heard.
Hey, there's a whole field of them out there.
Ian is mad at you all because he has blisters on his fingers from all that digging he had to do last night.
Sorry, Ian.
He
I
should
figure he'd
invest
still
in
be
a
digging.
backhoe.
Yeah, we're still... So you got that. You may bring on your gun, Achilles,
Paco, the bringer of chaos.
if you wish to.
And yes, I will say Paco gave us an edge last night.
Oh, look at that. What a gentleman.
Oops, that guy's not part of it.
While Achilles is bringing on his gun, I will tell you that horses have 3 gears. They have 3 shifts. They have... And that predicates how fast they are able to move. Charmingly enough, we have right here in the terrain and movement charts the movement rates. I always lose them. I don't know why I lose things so quickly. No, that's fighting.
You said the gun has to touch the jump
Some
off.
part of that unit is a whole. You got to keep it together. Cohesion in this game is 4 inches. You've got to keep it, some part of it intact with that deployment point. Yes. So that's fine, what you just did.
Okay.
That is very good. You will see that horse move at one of 3 speeds: a walk, a canter, and a gallop. They may go up and down 1 in a turn. It is assumed that when cavalry joins us on the battlefield, they are at a canter. Okay. Troops are coming. I like it. Red 3. Ooh, that's interesting. That should be, yep, for Velker. That's Oberleutnant Stengel. Oh, red, I'm sorry.
No,
yeah.
it's red.
Duh, yeah. That is Oberleutnant Karl von Rouvroy. Oh, boy. And Konstantin Ettingshausen.
Known to his friends as Alphabet.
Well, the funny part is I swiped these from OOBs from Eggmuhl from Wikipedia, so I make no. I have. That's why I got umlauts. That boy's got to be a little closer, don't he? 12 inches.
I thought formations blocked line of sight.
He don't.
Okay.
Besides, you can see him right
Oh.
there.
Okay. Isn't there a hill here right there? I thought there was.
Oh, you know what? You actually made a better point. There's a hill there. That blocks line of sight.
I thought. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's a hill. Mother drew a very nice hill, and I was disrespecting it. Although you're technically here on top of it, but yeah, you can't see over the crest of it. Yeah, you can't see each other. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. I'm very curious how you're getting that formation through that farm, but what do I know?
Well, I'm gonna have to break it up, but you know what? I've got cover. You know what? We'll just put them on the board as a column.
All right. While he's doing that, we're going to pull the next chip. A blue flag. 1, 2 blue flags. A third blue flag. Now, when you have 3 blue flags, that would, if there were anybody on the board that hadn't yet had a chance to maneuver or act, you could say, I use it, and that's what we're doing. But as we know, we're bringing everybody on, so everybody's had a chance. Now, Jeff, your moment arrives. 3 blue flags have been drawn in a row. When we draw,
We're blue.
Jeff
Jeff is red.
It doesn't matter. But Jeff made this point. Jeff was making this
Okay.
point earlier.
Yeah.
That means we have had a random event.
Uh-oh.
Something
And
has happened.
we were the last ones.
You were yes, and it was the last thing that happened was moving. So you're gonna roll. So one of you two is. Well, let's see. How are we gonna do? Oh, that's a good question. How are we gonna verify that? Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. It affects the high roller, gentlemen. Roll a 1d6, please. I'm sorry. This is for CT and Jeff. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a 2.
All right, so you're 2, so
3.
it's going to affect CT. Give me a 2d6. A 2.
Ouch.
Oh, dear.
That's either bad or really good. It's either really bad or
No,
really
it's,
good.
It's the real
hello, ladies. 1d3 men are convinced that a nearby building is home to some rather beautiful ladies and slip away to present their cards. The player who owns the figures must move them to the nearest building where they will remain until contacted by a friendly leader, at which point he will join the group he is with. 1d3 is,
divided by 2.
yes, 1d6 divided by 2.
Oh boy.
3 of them.
So 3 of these boys are going to form their own little group, whoever you wish.
They'd be from
whoever-
the last
whatever
ones I moved,
moved.
right?
Yeah,
the
probably,
unit
yeah.
that moved.
Yeah.
They're far away.
They're
from
looking
some
for the
buildings.
farmer's daughter.
Yep. They're going to be their own little group inside Cohesion, and so when this group activates, they're going to start booking over there. And then they won't show back up until either the Oberleutnant or Weissenwolf himself goes over there and drags them back.
Huh.
We move on. A red flag. Now there are 3 reds. You'll notice also there are 4 blues. You could use blue forces this to move somebody again. This is the big Megillah.
I'm assuming you lose flags after the end of the turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You don't keep them. Good question. Blue 3, please.
Okay.
Are we supposed to bring them on? I know.
Yes, a 3 you would bring on. It's only this 2 that you don't want to bring on.
Why not?
Because he comes on with his head guy and he comes on for free and he can only bring on one group. And he winds up standing up there like a finger in the wind, and then you've got to put the group back together when you do bring the commander on.
Interesting.
It's a highly inefficient use. He's very useful once he's on the board.
So is it from the center of the drop?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't see, so you can go out to 18 inches. You're fine. You're hidden. All this stuff blocks line of sight.
Oh, so it's out of.
Yeah, it's because you're out of line of sight of an enemy deployment point. You're fine.
My goodness.
All right. Well,
Man, there's a lot of stuff out without the Tiffin coming out.
yeah, you still got to be within 18 though.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah. You got. I'm sorry. You got to be within 12 plus 6s. How many? Wait. Time. You get an additional 12. Total 24.
I'm within. We're in column.
Oh,
Is that how you do column?
that's a line.
But they're faced the other way.
Oh no. Then you go 4s. You go in groups of 4. See how Jeff is? 3 groups of 8.
Now he tells me.
Sorry, didn't ask.
You flipped one of my figgies.
I did. Well, I didn't like that guy.
Apparently. Did he owe you money or something?
I guess. I don't know. All right. You deployed, Velker?
Yep.
I see you there. What you doing?
Hey, Mr. Achilles, sir.
Sir.
Might I ask permission for 4 of our flags to move the cavalry?
Ooh.
Yep.
First of all, you got to deploy yourself onto the board, Achilles.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to be done. So.
Oh, got it. Dig it.
Now, okay, so I can go, but my guys, he can see my guys, right? So
No. He's on this. This is that whole point of the hill. He's way back there. You're not. You're.
Oh
below.
no, I meant CT. Can't CT see me?
Nope. Mm-mm.
No, he's on the other side of the hill.
There's a ridge here.
There's a second ridge.
Well, no, there's a ridge here that you're climbing towards, all the way down here. And he's well past the crest of it. He can't shoot at you. You're gonna have to get up on top of this thing to see each other.
Oh, I didn't see the other ridge. I knew there was a ridge
It's
here.
only one, but it slopes. It goes here and there. Yep, just like was shown.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I can go 18?
24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can go in a 45-degree angle.
Well, you can put yourself however you want now. This is deployment.
Right.
So, when you're in line and you move more than 45 degrees, you turn into a column, right?
Correct.
Does it work the other way?
I said 24, right?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
you can go from column to line?
Yep. Mm-hmm. You form a little bit differently, but yeah.
There we go.
That was my whole plan, so I'm glad it's
All right.
going to work.
Good. It's gonna work that way. Yeah. All right, there he is over there.
Okay, Velker, you wanted to move your cavalry again?
I did.
Oh.
Seeing how we don't know if we'll get anything else.
Go for it.
All right. Well, you're gonna burn 4 flags. Very good.
How far do they move?
Hey, I figure this turn's probabilities are this turn's going to end pretty quickly here.
That's a
Might as well use
It's
them.
not a crazy point. It's not a crazy point. Well, once again, we're going to go to the movement rates just because I want y'all to become familiar with it. You're at a canter. You could go up to a gallop if you wanted to. Currently, you are, as I say, at a canter. You use both actions for movement. You have 2 actions whenever you're activated. So you'll be rolling 2d6, doubling it, and then adding another 12 inches.
I'm fine with that.
All right, so you're going to keep it a canter? Yep. Very good. 2d6 doubled plus 12. 12. 16, 28. Oh my goodness.
If he were to do that, let's say he did that at a gallop, is there a, can he exhaust his horses and with a detrimental effect?
Don't they have to slow down?
Take a look here. No effect. They do not catch shock, which is interesting.
Do they have to slow down?
The what's this?
Do they have to slow down?
No, they don't, except you can't gallop in this. I think the point is this field is so small, relatively speaking. You're not sending them across the whole battlefield at Waterloo. This is 24 inches is 50 yards.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
because
are they
would,
visible now?
Nope.
They would easily gallop 100.
They're still below.
Yards?
They're still on the other side of the crest.
Exactly.
Okay. That's a small hill.
It is. This is all a very, very tight scale. All right. However, I must confiscate.
So this house, this little thing is less than 25 yards across?
No, they're blue. The blue ones were red.
Oh, thank you.
So you still got 3 flags.
No, you were fine, Jim. Just take those.
Take everyone's away. No more flags.
I think not.
Hey, he's trying to teach us all this.
I'm trying. You guys are so not helping. I'm going to start helping Jeff and spawning Austrians. Here we go. A red flag. Now they have 4.
You know, you said if we don't use the flags after the tiffin comes up, there's a chance we can move. Is
Only
that just
those-
unactivated?
Correct. So none of these guys count because they all got to do a thing.
So then, I feel like we should probably, because what, we got like a 50-50? No, there's still some blue
There
in
are
there.
8 chips in that bag.
One of which is a tiffin.
One of which is a tiffin.
Can my skirmishers see those, the
Nope.
cavalry?
No, they can't.
They cannot. That hedge, if nothing else.
All right. Can I move? Would you mind if I moved them in their command tent into a defensive?
Yeah, either that or I move my artillery up and try to get it positioned.
Whatever you want to do.
Well, what does it take to unlimber artillery? Is that like their entire thing?
Yep.
Okay.
That is what they do.
Then yeah, move your skirmishers up if you can.
So, let me look at my
2d6,
move.
and remember they always get that extra one because they's lights.
So they get 3 dice.
Mm-hmm. "24 inches.
Okay. They really don't want to go there. The plan was to get right to there.
Wait, no fair. He has a plan.
Like, you can't go through that hedge. Nope, and remember, you can't do that, Jeff. It's straight ahead.
They're skirmishers.
It doesn't matter. They're a group. They don't get to move any way they want. You got to spend an action to do that. And you spent both to move.
All right,
So you get to there and stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I was struck by that when I was reading that just today. When you take, if you had spent the other point to turn them, you can do that. But now you can get them to here and then turn them on your second action. But,
Yep.
So, all right, there's that. And now I confiscate your chips.
So he uses both actions to move?
Correct. He rolled 2 dice.
Okay.
You can move 1 die and then shoot, which leaves you unloaded.
But skirmishers get an extra
An
die
extra
anytime they
die
move.
because all lights do actually.
So yeah, if you roll 1 die, you actually roll 2 dice.
Correct. All right, we roll on. Blue flag. Blue 4.
Ooh.
I do have.
You do have a 4. Them's your skirmishers.
Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go over this wall, or is it impassable?
No, you can cross that wall, but what you have to do is roll 2 dice, and you drop for that wall. You're going to have to drop the high one.
That's not big.
But again, you've got a situation where you can deploy, because you are lights, you can deploy 18 inch. Remember, you're deploying here, so you can deploy straight up to the wall.
Right, that's not
You can deploy straight up to the wall.
precisely what I'm planning to do.
All right, show me that. Yeah, they're right up there. Good deal. Thank you for that. Who's your 4, Achilles? You
It's also
have
my
4.
lights,
Mm-hmm, yeah.
and it's 18 for them also.
18 for them. Yep, because they are lights. They're being stealthy. They're being so stealthy, they're hiding behind an entire group of line troops.
Well, I'd like to get them further, but they can't go there.
Right. All right. Good job. Liked it. A blue. Oh, the big blue one. They're there.
Ha!
Man, I've been shuffling it, trying to get a Tiffin out of this thing, and it ain't happening. So you may bring on your 1s.
It's coming.
Uh,
That I have no doubt.
The big boss man.
and his boys and the supernumerary. So that brings all of the Bavarians out. Are all the Austrians out?
No,
Not quite.
we're still missing some.
Okay.
Yeah, our number 4s.
Okay. Holy cats. I knew I made a lot of guys. This is nice. I like it. And again, they got to be within, they got to be within 12. So they're gonna have. Oh, that's right. They can't be seen. Never mind. Go on. 24. But even so, you're gonna have to pull them back, Achilles, because the farthest guy has to be within 24.
Ah,
What the?
24 is there. So that your farthest guy is where my marker is. There you go. Belker is as snug as a bug in a rug on that DP. So.
No.
Yep. All right. Next one. Let's see what we got.
Wait, you said 24?
Yeah.
I must have missed that for my deployment.
Go ahead.
Is it doubled?
It's everything is. It's 6 inch. The base is 6. You get an additional 6, and then it's doubled because it's double size. So if you want to go to 24, go ahead.
Oh, okay, that would be my fault.
Or maybe.
Oh, okay. So we can.
Yeah, you can go to 24.
we-
Yep.
Yeah, because you were making us stay at 18.
It's because I lied. Oh boy. Now we got all sorts of folks on this thing. All right. Everybody on this board? We good? Here I go. There's your red 4.
Cavalry is 24 also.
No, cavalry is better than that. Cavalry deployment is light cav. Where'd it go? Scouting cav is up to 36 inches. And then a regular cav is not. What kind you got over there? That's not.
Scouting cavalry.
Yes, I thought that's 36. Get them shot at.
In my skirmishers, it's the 12 plus the 6 and double that because they can't be seen.
Right. Exactly. You're more than 36, though.
Yeah, just a little. Hang on. That's what I was prepared to deal with.
Horses in the weeds. All right. There we go. Next chip. There it is.
That's unusual.
Oh, yeah. Getting through a deck this big sure is. So what did we do? All right, good. Here we go. What? Get in there. Get in the bag like I told you. I do my shuffling. I bring out a chip. A blue flag. A red flag. And a blue 1. Very interesting. Your big boys. So let's start with you, Velker. What would you like your big boys to do?
Move forward.
All right. This is Hauptmann Minuzzi giving them an order. They got no shock, so there's nothing fancy for them to do, and they got nobody to shoot at. Yep. So that's a regular order. If he yells over here to the 7th Lovenstein, they get to roll 2 dice and move that far. They can run, but if they do, they roll 1 extra d6, but they each pick up a point of shock.
No shock for me, thank you.
They'll just walk.
Yep.
Away they go.
And is this doubled?
Mm-hmm.
10.
10.
Not great. I'll take it, I suppose.
There they go. The blue 3.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped Achilles. That was bad of me. Achilles, these boys, what do you want them to do?
Yeah, they're gonna move. They're gonna move forward.
2d6. $12.
So close. There we go. Close enough.
Now we do have the blue 3. What do you? We'll start with you, Achilles, since we so rudely skipped you last time. Here's your blue 3, Oberleutnant Zandt. What would you like him to do?
He's also going to move forward.
2d6. That's a slight slope. A slight. 22 big inches. Bear in mind, unless you give a specific instruction, i.e., I am advancing to the edge of the hill, I am advancing into the town, you must use the entire distance moved in sharp practice.
Oh, okay.
Or rolled, I should say. 22.
I assume this hill continues on until where does it end?
It just
when it
rolls
hits the trees?
right off the map.
Right off the map?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I do want to. I want to move to the military crest of the hill.
Well, the military crest is probably going to be somewhere heck and gone behind the Austrians, The real issue is you want to get to the edge of the hill so that you can see these boys.
Right. I mean, military crest on my side of the.
Yeah, that's
field.
true. So you want to basically advance to the lip of the hill so that you can both be seen. Very good.
Yes.
Got all the movement in the world to do that.
Okay. Tell me when I've reached it, because I can't
Keep going,
see
keep going,
where
keep
the
going,
center
keep
is.
going, keep going, keep going. A little more, a little more, a little more. Stop. That's it. As I say, moving the world. Now let's talk about it, since it looks like these guys actually have bad plans for each other. It seems like they may actually do violence. We are talking here. We are talking here about, where did they go? A musket, which has a close range of 24 inches and a long of 48 inches.
Okay. So they are within long range.
Yep. Long range in sharp practice is something you can do. However, don't expect it to be effective in terms of killing guys. It ain't.
Can I spook 'em?
Frankly,
Yeah, you're only get.
frankly, not much in sharp practice is good at killing guys, except fisticuffs. But just since I saw you doing that, all right, Valkyr, your 3 is up.
Yep. I'm just going to move like this. I don't know how to describe it. Like to be kind of on an angle with the back line of the 7th Lowenstein Regiment.
So you just want to kind of pull him up to here, is what you're saying?
Not even that far, because I don't want to get them in this big. These guys, well, I don't know. It's kind of up here-ish.
All right. So you basically want to move him. Okay. Let's see how much movement you got on a 2d6.
We got 10.
10. So obviously you have enough to accomplish what you just spoke of. There you go. And just have everybody else conform.
Jim,
Yes.
what is the first fire thing?
That will come up when you shoot. The first time you shoot, you have packed your powder in the best way possible.
That's what I was assuming.
Are more
Okay,
accurate, and so you want to save it.
Yeah, that long range shot becomes even more detrimental because you're wasting your first fire on a long range shot. So.
Uh-oh. Now, why is Ian talking German?
Uh-oh.
He's in the chat talking German. I don't know what's going on.
See, he was up too late last night digging holes.
digging ditches.
We need to chip in and get him some gloves, by the way.
Yeah, you're right about that. Red flag. The big.
Whoa. Stop.
What?
Achilles, or command tent. Can I use those 2 flags and move my sharpshooters?
Well, I say no.
I refuse you.
I mean, you're the one with the more experience with the game, so if you deem it wise.
Well, yeah, I want to get
How's
into
that for
shooting.
putting all the pressure on you?
Way to pass that buck
Yeah,
there.
so if it goes well, hey, excellent. If not, well.
I'm going to blame you.
Yes. All right, I'm going to move 1 die. I'm going to roll 1 die, which means I'm going to roll 2. And try to, and then set up here so I can shoot at his
Horsies.
Or maybe
Before they run over you.
or just move to this position. And well, I want to know where I can. All right, so that's kind of the. So yeah, if I'm here, so if I get to right there, I should be okay. All right. So 2 dice.
$14.
That should get me where I want to go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, so that's 1, and I fire on 2.
Your front
or
shouldn't
on
be
my
any
second.
further than this. You're too far forward.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, just make it a habit to grab one guy and move your furthest forward guy, and then conform everybody else, because
Okay,
because
all right.
you weren't in line with these hedges when you started, and that's 14 inches back to here.
Okay.
So everybody's back of that. Everybody.
Okay.
This guy's way too far forward. Remember, nobody can go further than 14 inches, so you got to go way back. This
That good
again,
enough?
it's like this. Nobody can go further than 14 inches.
Okay. All right. And I cannot see the. I can't see the cavalry. Okay.
Now, you can't you have a third die, but the problem is you'll wind up facing this way. You can roll that third die if you don't get what you want, but the problem is you're facing the wrong way.
Yeah. No, I want to face so I can shoot him.
Yeah, you can shoot him through the hedge, but he can see you there, and you can shoot through this hedge. It gives cover.
Can I see him? That's the question.
Yeah. You're up against the hedge. You can see it.
Except
Okay.
the hill
Alright.
is in the way.
Yeah.
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 That's
Looking
the
that way,
question.
yeah, that's a problem. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The hills. Yeah, the hill's in the way.
The hedge
Okay.
isn't the problem. The hill is.
I would say, just looking at it, these two guys could shoot, but nobody else, and he can't shoot.
No,
'cause
we're not.
it's-
We're not going to waste that.
I wouldn't think so. All right, but you're in a hedge there. All right, that's 2 chips.
I'm going to pull them off.
Got him. Here comes some more love. Let's see what some more love
And
is.
then
Oh, I pulled
so
out
we get
the
the
big red
ones.
one. Yeah, you get your ones. Jeff, you wanna?
Yeah, we'll do
What you
2
want him
dice.
to do? Oh, he's gonna move.
Oh, they're going to move.
10 inches.
Well, I want them just on the back edge of this, so that the my skirmishers cover my flank here. So,
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get even that far.
so, yep, right there. Yep.
Does the cavalry needs to see him in order to charge him?
I'm thinking. No. Mm-mm.
And is there a hasty square kind of thing in this?
No, there's not a hasty square. He needs an interrupt if he's going to do that.
Ah, okay.
It's not as clear cut a thing that he's going to win, because he'd get strength here and then support from both sides. So it'd be kind of I don't know as that necessarily comes out as well as you imagine.
Yeah, it's not a huge group of cavalry just crashing
Right. I mean,
down on you.
this is literally 9 dudes.
Yeah.
Not much of a cavalry charge.
Yeah, this is 9 dudes bum rushing 24. So
That's okay. I was just trying to figure out what the mechanics of it were.
yeah, no, that's yeah, for sure. CT, your 1 can go.
Yes. Now, since he's not attached, he just yells.
Yep. You guys over there.
All right. And he only can order this unit, right?
No, he can order anybody. But the trick with that is he can only attach to one of them to give him his magical powers if you want to give them those. Because he adds 3 dice anytime somebody he's attached to shoots.
Okay. And how many different groups can he yell at?
This formation is 1. This is another 1.
Okay.
So he's,
What about the artillery?
Sure.
Okay. He would like to yell at them to move.
All right. Now, just so you know, this is the only thing they can do this turn.
Oh, even if their number comes up.
Exactly. You are spending their turn.
I see.
I don't think he needs to yell at him, CT. He can just kick him.
Yeah, he's still gonna have a move.
Just look at something. Who's yelling at me? No flint. What? Hang on. I'll look at something. Just one quick second. Dumb stuff you think I would know by now. Yeah, no, that's quite correct. Hey, I actually said something that was true. I'm so happy with myself. Go on.
All right, so they're gonna move. If I read the chart right, it's at the Cav walk speed.
Exactly.
So 2 dice if I used both their actions, right?
Exactly.
All right.
You are following right along. 10.
All right. And I think that's it.
So he's just gonna holler at them fellers. All right. So we just remember that 5 has moved and will not move again.
Right. All right.
Moving on. Jeff, what did you do for your 1? You moved that boy up, right? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Red flag. Blue flag. That's 2 blue flags. 3 blue flags.
Don't we need to roll?
Oh my
3
goodness!
flags.
There are 3 blue flags. I said the words. Sorry, CT. You were the last one to do something.
Is it in a row?
Oh boy, more of my guys running off.
Yeah, well, 2d6.
Is it in a row?
Yes, it's 3 in a row.
And it doesn't matter which color it is?
It doesn't matter which color.
7 total.
7. Sergeant, tell the men to sing. If the troops are in any column formation, they may take 2d6 of movement immediately. Unfortunately, they are not. If they were in a column, they could move extra.
Well, I guess it wasn't bad, so that's good.
It would have been good, but you weren't in the right formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red 4.
Oh, perfect. I can use that. It's my skirmishers up here.
Oh, look at them.
And so they can move and fire.
What they do is, here's the catch. They move 1 die. That's how far they can move, plus they get their extra move die, so that's 2. They can then shoot. They will, however, then be unloaded and would have to reload later.
And I'm assuming reload takes an action.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And my 4 had already moved.
And if they move, they can move, you said, up to 45?
Yep, they can oblique.
Okay. All right, we're going to do that. Move and then shoot.
All right.
So they'll get 2 dice.
Yep.
And they do better at long range, so this is a good move.
14.
You guys are hard to see.
Is that too much for 45?
No, that's fine. All right. Actually, to go to Jeff's point, I don't know that is long range.
Yeah, you may
Yeah,
well.
you may not want to get that close, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're
Yeah,
better
you
at
might
shooting
you
long
might well
range.
want to back out to beyond 24 inches. Because he's at a disadvantage when you're doing your skirmishy, sneaky garbage. All right, so you have used your leader, which is a good thing to do, because he, even the Unterleutnant Josef Armand Ritter von Nordmann.
We just call him Joe.
Yes, just call him Joe. He's a status 1 leader. You are firing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes. So what we're going to first do is we're going to count dice, okay? Because that's how many dice you're going to roll. Then we're going to figure out which it is you need to hit. So it's a 2-step process. First thing, you're not good shots, you're not poor shots, but you have attached a leader, which means you get 7. You do not have shocks. You're at 7. You're 2, so you're going to be rolling 7 dice. It's long range. Or are you effective? I should check. Yeah, it's long. It's only effective in long. So you're at long range, which would usually mean you need a 6. But do you have first fire?
Yes.
So now it's down to a 5. This is skirmishers at effective or long range. Drops it down to a 4. Okay.
Yep.
So instead of a 6, you're looking for a 4. 7d6, hoping to hit 4s. Two hits. Much like is the case in Chain of Command, we now check to see what damage is done. Usually, again, these fellas, they're in light cover. Clearly, they're marching through them weeds. And so you would usually need a 4 or 5 to shock or a 6 to kill. I think that is what we're going to wind up with.
Yeah, in light cover. Yeah, and 6 to
no
kill,
other
4 or 5
modifiers.
shots.
So you're going to roll 2 dice. Those are Achilles boys. 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills.
You can spread them out on each.
Woohoo!
He needs to
No, he
say
gets
where
to
he's-
pick. Remember, he's a skirmisher.
Yeah, I
group.
know.
So you get to
Oh,
shoot.
the skirmisher, yeah.
Yeah, you get to shoot at whoever you like. Which group do you want?
The one with the leader.
There you go. I knew you'd know the answer to that question.
There you go.
I'm proud of you. That's right. You do want that guy. Usually, a 1 is no damage because it's just a regular kill because you got to roll below the number. But those are skirmishers. They are trained to shoot at leaders. So you're going to roll a 1d6. And if you roll a 1, you have hit Oberleutnant Zandt.
I'm rolling that.
Yes.
Oh, he's rolling.
No, I'm sorry. Achilles is. It's him. It is Oberleutnant Zandt. So, Oberleutnant Zandt is hit. He is in a bad way. But let's see, just like in Chain of Command, what it is that has happened to Oberleutnant Zandt. And where's my leader casualty chart, for the love of God?
Oh, Ian Jackson, I'm sorry. I know it's early and you're still recovering, but
I don't know. Does he even bury Oberleutnants? I'm curious.
Yeah, they've got to be marshals or better. Come on.
Yeah,
Oberleutnant's going to mass grave.
Is that? Yeah, I think they get dumped in a ditch somewhere. Is honestly what happened. There we are. Leisure casualties. 1d6 from you.
From me.
From Achilles, yes, please.
Okay.
He's
I
dead.
rolled a 1 again. Jeez, I rolled 2 1s in a row.
Oh, that hurt.
He's dead. Which means that 3 ain't gonna do you nothing, no good. So now that is, as we might suspect, a bad thing happening. And once
Sounds
again,
like it.
we have a bad thing happening chart, which we've seen before. Where is? There it is. This is a status. What status is he?
2.
Status 2 leader is killed. 1d6, please.
Okay. I assume a 1 would be bad again, right?
You would no. You want to roll low.
Oh, so now I'll roll 6.
This is the one case you want to roll low.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you rolled a 5. That is 2 points off your force morale.
Oh man.
Oberleutnant Zandt wandered off into them trees and got shot in the face.
Yeah.
And what's worse is now there's no commander on it.
Well,
Oh,
somebody,
my.
I think he gets somebody next turn.
Yeah,
Somebody's
but it's a less status.
yeah,
one.
somebody's yeah. Here it is, promoted from the ranks. You ignore the next leader card draw, but on the subsequent, you begin to roll for replacements.
What's the yelling distance?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, my senior leader is, for example, is here, but I don't know.
yeah. I'm sorry. Your senior leader has the capacity to yell up to 24 inches.
So he could.
Yes,
Yell
he
an
could.
order
He
to
could
these
give them
guys.
an order. Absolutely.
Okay.
His Oberleutnant Zandt, where have you gone? Hello? Wow. And now that, however, did leave you unloaded. Correct? Command
yes, do
10?
you have smoke icons to? Oh, you do. Excellent.
Nice shooting, Command
Now I'll
10.
be able
Nice
to
shooting.
see those guys.
There we are.
Very well done.
So that
The
was
digital cotton balls have been placed.
digital cotton balls have been placed as they fire it down. Wow, that was a dramatic first fire exercise. But speaking of first fire, I must now take it away from them. I'm sorry.
Yes, well, they've served their purpose. They can retire.
The Grenzers are like, we killed somebody. We're going. Thank you. Good day to you.
We have screened your flank effectively. You're on your own now, guys.
You've reduced the effectiveness of that formation.
All right, so that was on your Jeff. I think you said you moved on your chip, so
Yeah.
4. So now we get a red flag. So there are 2 red flags. Blue 2. There's our supernumerary. Any shock for him to take off? Anything for him to do? For the blue
Doesn't look
2s?
like it.
Not for me.
I don't
No.
think so. Tiffin.
Oh.
There we go. That's a little more familiar. Now, we have on the table 3 blue and 2 red. 3 blue, 2 red, which means blue gets to spend its first flag first. You may not use it on anyone who has already activated this turn. They can be activated to move, they can be activated to shoot, they can do both. What you can't do is use your leaders. They are unavailable to you. So I asked blue, who do you want to burn a flag on?
Is this individual, or do we both get to do it?
This is individual.
Okay. Velker, do you have something you want to do?
I have some horses that didn't move.
Well, go for it.
All right. Well, I doubt that I can charge anyone, seeing how I probably can't see anyone. Correct?
Well, now you're doing it to me.
But if I run blindly into a field.
Well, no, I mean that's kind of what I'm saying.
The
I'm
happenstance is that there's.
the happenstance is they just happen to bum rush you. Yeah, I mean, let me hang on a second.
Well, you did say
It wouldn't be
earlier
Thursday
that they
night
didn't
without
have
you
to
going to
speak.
the rule book.
Yeah, this is the first time. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. This is my first real dive in. No, this might. Well, the first one was to confirm, I suppose. There we are. Yeah, you don't have to see him.
That is alright.
But you gotta tell me what you're doing.
In that case, do I go after the hussars or do I go after the infantry? What do you think?
I'm sorry.
Should I go after the
You said
infantry or should I
go after the cavalry or go after the
hussars?
infantry?
Yeah.
Well, if I understand it, fighting in those in that hayfield is a negative, right?
Well, no, it's not a negative, but the one thing you can't do is gallop. He can't go at a full run into that attack.
Well, I can't do it either way then. Because
Given the distance, you're gonna probably need it, aren't you, to get to him?
Nah.
You
I
know,
believe I
think?
get
Well, you can pre-measure. I mean, you can
I believe I
pre-measure
get 2d6
It's-
doubled plus 12, right?
if you're going in at a canter, yeah. So your average right is 7, so 14, 28. So you're short.
Yeah.
But that's if I were average. I'm no average boy. I mean, it's a rough.
It's up to you.
Should I go for it?
Or hang out and wait for them to
Um,
come.
Yeah. Do you prefer to hit the hussars or do you prefer to hit the
I'd
infantry?
probably rather hit the infantry.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's find out what happens.
So
Why not?
Let's do it.
All right.
I don't think I can gallop there.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You come up short, you're gonna be sorry. I'm just saying.
Yup.
Yeah, if you
I'm
come
not
up short, you're going to get
afraid.
shot in the face.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, Jim experienced
Yeah,
that
thank you.
in one of our games.
Why are you hurting me? Why would you hurt my feelings? That was so dumb.
Well, because you know the pain.
I
You know
do.
the pain.
I do. That was so deeply dumb, though. The
Keep in mind, Velker, if you do come up short, you're going to get shot in the face by them and by them. And then you're going to get charged by his hussars.
And if I make contact, your infantry are going to have a bad day.
Not
maybe.
actually, no.
No, we'd see. You're not gonna like it, but that's what it is. So you going?
My name is Velker. I cannot refuse.
Okay. 2d6 times 2 plus 12.
He's got all that pent up energy from
12,
the
24,
game.
you're short.
Put him in front of me, please.
Somebody call up the glue factory. Have them waiting.
Jeez.
Oosh, oosh, oosh.
Hello.
Hello, lads.
That's just about the worst spot they could be put.
That.
Yes,
And
it
in
is.
fairness, you rolled below average. That's the pain of it.
So you're really going to be hoping a 5 gets pulled next.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, all right.
That is
So that was the first blue flag. Now red flag plays.
Command Chant, do you want to do something or?
Yeah, I've got these 2 groups I would like to move up.
Okay, well, move one and then I'll move one of mine.
Because blue gets to go next, but.
Let me move these guys over here.
Okay.
Carl. They're going to move.
Remember, those 3 have to go
Oh,
while
yeah.
you're
Yep.
off.
And you said
I
they
forgot
shoot
this.
bowling
You know
alley,
what?
right?
I take it back. These guys are over there.
Oh, they already left?
Oh, yeah. They're long gone.
Oh, well, they got real disappointed when they showed up and it's just the pig of Royce.
It's a pig farm.
It's a pig house. It's a pig house.
You should just put them right in the slot.
They're drunk as heck in the piggery. That's
Oh.
awesome.
Now I'm thinking of the first episode of Black Mirror.
All right, so 2d6 for you to move those guys, CT.
Now, can I move with 1 dice and shoot?
Yes. Uh-huh.
But they just shoot a bowling alley, so
Yep.
only this.
Yeah, you're gonna.
They wouldn't really even.
Yeah, you're not
hit 'em
gonna
with
clip
it.
anybody. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then 2 it is.
$16.
And this is straightforward, right?
No, they can oblique 45 inches. 45 inches. They can oblique 45 degrees.
Yeah, what is it? Every time we wheel, how far is that? Is that like an inch?
It
or 2
depends how
inches?
big the unit is.
Okay.
If it's if it's 2 across, it's going to be 2. If it's 4 across, it's going to be 4.
Okay.
And what was the total movement again?
16, I think.
16. I'm going to regret this.
All right. Oh, excellent.
But I got to do it.
Even better smoke. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very pretty.
Now let the shootification commence. All right, so that was a red flag. Now blue flag.
Okay. Has to be somebody that didn't do anything, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see, what is the range now? Still at long range. Still at long range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm going to move my gun. And let's see, you just roll
2d6. Yeah.
2d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, even with 2d6, they're not going to get further than that, so I don't need to worry about it. But the idea is they're going to go to the crest of that hill.
Great. Yeah, no, getting in the habit of saying what your intention is great because it clarifies for both sides. And you're right, they're not going to get there.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. So what is that, 16?
It is.
Okay.
Awesome. Red flag can play.
All right. Because I kind of understand. I'm going to experiment here.
Sure.
So you're going to have to help me step through this, Jim.
Sure.
I want this column
Mm-hmm.
to go up through here and then if I have the movement to deploy, I don't think I will.
Well, you're going to break the formation, right? I mean,
I'll be right
although
back.
no, because you can go through the orchard. You're going to have to veer right of that fence. Is the point?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can. I think we can get through that.
Yeah, you can veer right of the fence. Let me just check what orchards do to you when you're walking through them. I think that's going to wind up being
Does it break my formation?
broken ground. Is that broken ground? That's broken ground. That's not heavy going. Yeah, you're a formation, so you're going to be slowed by 2 pips per dice. As long as you're going this way and avoiding the fence, keep guiding to the right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean you're gonna go just through here just fine. You're just gonna lose 2 inches per die.
Okay, that's why I wanted. I'm experimenting here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, no, I get it.
All right, so I get 2 dice.
Yep. And so you get 0, and you got 2 inches.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not there. You're never gonna make it. So you've got 8 inches. So I mean, as a practical matter, if you do this and you do this, because you can do that legit. How far are you gonna get? Yeah, you don't even get there.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
That's exactly what I want to do, right
And
there.
you're doing it.
Okay, that's
I'm sure. I am sure that Oberleutnant Konstantin Ettingshausen is wondering what the heck is going on in the piggery.
Well, can he holler at them?
No,
and
he
hit
doesn't
them
command.
back?
He doesn't command them.
Okay.
He don't know. Those fellas don't know him. They're running away from Fähnrich Otto Hohenfeld, and of course, Weissenwolf himself. Okay, so that was a good move, and that was a red move, which means we are down to our last flag, which is a blue move.
All right, Velker, you got anything you want to do? If not, I'm going to move my my lights.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
Ian Jackson. They're not fussy, and it's a very pretty pig. Oh.
Put lipstick on a pig.
Oh my God! All right, so Achilles, you said you wanted to move your lights up, your Schutzen.
Yes.
All right. Remembering they get a native 2d6, but they're also lights, so they get a 3rd die, if you wish it. What do you want to go?
I'm going to try to put them in this woods on the right-hand side here.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, we will use all 3 dice.
$14. They gotta get that 45-degree oblique thing going.
Oops. There we go.
All right. That's all of them. Awesome. 2 turns in the books. Sharp practice has not defeated us yet. There were fully 8 chips left in the bag. Let's see who goes first out there in that field. Blue 3.
Oh.
I
I saw the blue. I was
understand.
excited. I thought fate had aligned.
Blue 3.
Who is one blue?
That should be one of your...
That's my column. Do I have to move them?
No, you don't have to. You can pass. Passing is legit.
They're passing.
How about you, Achilles?
I don't have any 3s.
I think that's the one I shot
that's
dead.
all right. That's your
Yeah.
dead guy. So that's your you pass now on that activation. The next activation, you roll to see if they send somebody up to replace him.
Battlefield promotion.
Exactly. Red 5.
Oh baby. Let's
Get your
eliminate
skirmies?
some. Yeah, let's fire our skirmies,
Nope,
baby.
those are 4s. Your 5 is
Artillery.
your 5 is your artillery.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
and
my
your
cavalry.
hussars. Yeah.
Do I want to send them in there?
Yeah.
Yes, Valkyrie.
Oh, they're not scouting. They're not scouting. They're gonna be heavier than I am. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
But are you willing to take the risk that Velker doesn't get to move first? It's a gamble, calculated risk.
Are either one of our units impact cavalry?
No,
Okay.
there's no impact cavalry on this table.
All right. So both of them are non-impact.
Right.
So I could hit him at a gallop.
No, you can't.
Oh no, I have to hit
Over
him
there
at
in
a
the cornfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, they have guns?
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't even notice. Oops. Are they meant for melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just do both.
Huh?
They're essentially
Multitaskers.
dragoons.
Alright.
Just look at them.
I only saw their raised sabers.
No, and attacking with them is not a bad move under the right circumstance. Notice the emphasis there.
I never noticed they had a gun at their hip.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Georgia. We love Giorgio figures. All right, Jeff. Those guys are circling. What are they doing?
Yeah, let's go get him.
Oh, he's gonna go get him. Look at that, 2d6.
Ooh, watch him miss. Oh, he does. Oh, if only
That's
I
all
had
of it.
that.
That's all of it.
I wouldn't have made
And
it.
they
so-
come. Go ahead and make some contact. Bonk. There it is. All right, let's figure this out. Now we're gonna fight. There's gonna be a fight, and it's gonna be a lot of dice, and a lot of guys are gonna die. I warn you about this. All right.
You didn't get this kind of stuff in Chain of Command.
Yeah, you sure didn't. So you're gonna both start at 6 dice. Okay? You're both starting.
Okay.
You're both, however, you are both non-impact cavalry at the canter. So he's gonna get so you're both getting 7 dice.
7.
You're both 7 dice each. Troop quality, no distinction difference. There's no difference there. Okay? You both have brought leaders along to the party. Where's the leader? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. You both have leaders. I believe. What level are you both? Status.
Level 2.
Where's
Velker?
mine?
Just mouse. Yeah, you gotta find him.
What? I don't think it says. He has his own. No, he has his own stat card.
Oh, shoot. I must have mouse over. I could tell you what he is because he's the same. He's a level 2.
Okay. I believe you. He has tally ho. What does that give him?
That's for the troops.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually for the whole unit. The whole unit has tally ho. That's an ability that should be fun depending how this turns out. All right, adjustments to fisticuffs. So you're both at 9. Nobody's aggressive. One of my favorite things in any Two Fat Lardy rules, weedy coves. Neither of you are weedy coves. Nobody has shock. There's no support. There's no obstacles. None of this stuff. Cavalry, no. So it's 9d6. All right.
While they're doing that, Ian, please define weedy coves for us
We wish
in the
to
chat
know what a
so I can
weedy.
read it later.
What would you say is a weedy cove? If you hit a 5, that's a kill, and if you hit a 6, that's a kill and a point of shock.
So 5s and 6s.
5s and 6s. Oh dear.
3 kills, 1 shock for me.
All right.
I think he did a bit better. Yeah, he did a bit better. He has 5 and 2.
All right. So
3 and 1, 5 and 2.
3 and 1. So again, though, it's all the kills. So how many kills did he get on you, Velker?
5.
And how many
5.
points? How many points of shock though?
2.
Okay, 1d6. 5 or less, it's lieutenant. Or sorry, 4 or less, it's lieutenant prizing.
1 die, you said?
1 die. It's him. 1d6. What has happened to him? He's not dead. He's wounded. So we will have to mark him for that. However, that is so we're going to have to remember that because that is a bad thing happening. He also killed 4 other guys who we will snatch right off the bat.
He actually killed 5 other guys.
No, he killed. He also prizing
yes,
counts
yes,
as 1.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
How many of his did you get, Velker?
3.
And how much shock?
1.
So 3. Jeff, if at a 1 or a 2, is it Carl von Vincent? What did he roll? Has he rolled?
Yeah, I got to roll yet. There we go.
Oh.
It
3.
is not. So you must take. I'm sorry, you said you killed 3.
3.
Yep.
3 will come off the back. So 5 were killed and 3 were killed. Well, that tells me that we have a difference of 2.
Yes, indeed.
A difference of 2. Defeated by 2. You are thrown back 18 inches facing the enemy. 2 shock to all groups. So you bounce 18 inches back.
I'm back where I started.
2 shock.
Not necessarily a bad thing here.
Considering the circumstances. I want to take a quick peek and see. Yeah, you are in hand, so that's fine. And now, Velker, that was a bad thing happening. So, because you had a commander wounded. Where's my bad? It's the only thing. I have a hard time sometimes finding this chart.
To be fair, there are many charts.
There are many charts. I thank you for your understanding in that respect. Except now this is my 4th time through it, and I'm still not finding it.
He's a level 2 leader wounded.
Where is it though?
A 1 is no effect.
Which Jeff? Where is it? Ping it.
Oh, I'm using the
then
standard.
That's useless to me.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. All right. Status 2 leader wounded. Velker 1d6. Anything but a 1 causes something bad to happen.
Yeah.
They apparently didn't like that guy very much.
Let's go.
They're worried about the other 4 guys that died. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and that's gonna be. Yeah, that's it.
He just charged them right into the middle of the Austrian army. I can imagine they didn't like him very much.
So
they're all like, "Damn, I'm glad that guy's dead. He was trying to get us killed."
Probably not wrong. He gave it a good shot though. So an excellent charge. Well done, Jeff. So was there anybody else in the red 5? Red 5 standing by? What you got?
Yep. If I want to move him up and turn him to face that way, how would I go about that?
What you do is that's a separate action. So you roll 1 die.
So roll 1 die to move, and then
Yep.
I turn at the end.
Exactly.
Okay.
Eight.
Is that leader that got wounded? He goes down 1 level in effectiveness.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta mark him.
Okay. I'm just thinking through the process here.
Yeah. The Ian Jackson indicates that a weedy cove is someone a bit like Ichabod Crane.
Oh.
A little self-important, but not very sophisticated.
I think it's actually more his stature, the fact that he's very thin and very angular. You know, he's weak. He's spindly. Spindly, that's the word.
I think I've heard of Ichabod Crane. Yeah. He's the tall guy.
Yeah, tall, thin, right. Where'd
like
my
a straw man.
my leader character
Clothes
goes?
hang
Light
off.
wound, reduce status by 1. Reduce status by 1. So therefore, we go over here and we find him and we say, oh dear, he is now a status 1 leader. He's a status 1 leader. I have marked him. So the gun is moved. All right, cool. Next chip. Big red 1.
Can my big guy call over here and reduce the shock?
No, he has to be attached to reduce shock.
Okay. I can fire 1 group.
Sure can't.
Can
That's a formation. That formation fires. You want to break the formation, you can. But you
I don't
can't.
want to do that.
Yeah, you'd have to take an action to break the formation, and then another action to shoot. Yeah, that's the downside of what you did.
Yeah,
You have silenced.
and I knew that. That was one of the questions, but
Yeah,
it was worth the effort. So
sure.
What about his lights? Could they
They're
fire
not. They
them?
can't go on that. They can't go on that number. Or the big. Oh yeah, he could shout at him. He could. But they too. Now they won't be able to see him again.
yeah, the
Makes
crest
sense.
of the hill there.
Well, that'll teach you to win.
Can I pass through my cavalry
Nope.
if I move?
Mm-mm. You'll wind up.
All right. Well,
I mean, you can, but you'll break the formation.
all right. I'm gonna roll a die, and then I'm just gonna creep up behind the cavalry. I don't want to break the formation,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stay along the edge of the hedge there.
Edge of the hedge.
They're just gonna. Doing it.
All right. CT.
He's gonna yell at these guys to move up.
Mhm.
2 dice,
Yes.
and they want to get up in line with this other.
Just in case they get
Regiment.
crazy. Yeah, that's not an issue. 8 inches.
And can the big guy himself move?
That actually takes one of his actions. You can roll as many dice as he wants to move. So he's got one. He's got 3 actions. He just took 1 to yell, so he can move 2 dice. $14.
Now, isn't it theoretically possible? I don't remember reading this any. Could those 2 formations snap into line and be one large formation?
I don't see why not. As long as you've got, as long as you've got the commander present. Yeah.
Okay. Again, just
Yeah. I don't.
stepping through the process.
I don't think that there's any limit on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep it together, but I can't think of anything. All right. La 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 la. That was the red one. Ooh, blue 4. Blue 4. I don't know who wants to
That's
go
my
first.
skirmies.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna hop the wall.
Trying to think what long range is.
45,
8.
I think.
48. It's gonna be a multiple
48.
too. Yeah. So just so you know, Velker,
I could hop and shoot with while being.
those guys are in range right now.
I can shoot over the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The only reason it was blocking is because you weren't adjacent to it.
Oh, I.
It's long range Velker, so
Which is what he wants.
I would highly recommend it.
oh, that's right. I'm sorry, he's talking about his lights.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay.
I could pokey poke at him, right?
Well, they're lights. They're not skirmishers, and that does make a difference.
Oh,
And
they
which-
aren't skirmishers?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
not. They're lights. And you look at type, you'll see it. And what you want to note is when you look at the advantages and disadvantages, they have a slightly different philosophy of life. Let's call it that. The lights always get a +1 to hit. They're actually the better troops.
Yeah, skirmishers are ineffective or long.
Yeah, the skirmishers are the ones that are effective or long. So if you get them closer, they're more effective.
Well, right, but that's the case with everybody shooting.
Yes,
right?
true. So do you wish to shoot them from there from behind this cover?
What are my odds?
What your odds are, you're firing 2 groups of, well, the question is though, well, is it 2 groups, can they make a formation? I should have checked. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they can.
they're
Take a look.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They can make formations.
Yeah, so they're like this. Always. So is he clear? Say just barely. Oof.
No, you're going.
Am I
forward to
cheating?
the
Am I
right.
cheating? I shouldn't cheat. Oh wow, it's even better than that. Okay, got it. Thank you. You're right. So you've got 12 guys, plus your commander, who's a 2. So that's 14 dice. You'd be looking at 6, 5, 4. You'd be shooting you'd be shooting 14 dice for 4s.
That sounds good.
You want to try that?
I mean, it's on average 7 hits.
Okay.
I'll go for it.
All right, so this is going to shoot, and then you want them to reload. So this is the point. He has 2 actions. You're going to take 1 to shoot and 1 to reload. So you will not get a puff of smoke like CT has down there.
No.
And so we'll just go. You will not get the super cool puff of smoke, but then again, you will have bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullets.
Okay, so they'll be uncontrolled fire then. Okay.
Correct. There. And
Okay.
yeah, so let's go over that. That's a great point, Jeff. Let's go over that real quick. I just want to check something real. Just want to see if there's anything else. Yeah, 4s. Let's talk about what Jeff means. You will notice that these fellas have no ability to controlled volley. All right, that they just don't have it. Some guys, most of these line troops do. What does that mean? It means that their commander says present and then fire. What that means is it's more accurate, it's more effective, and most importantly, these guys right here, they're going to do nothing but keep firing until you get them to stop. Anything that walks in front of them is getting shot on their activation. Unless you can stop them.
When?
Let's say hypothetically, I know you wouldn't do it. You charged again,
Yeah.
and you were here, and these guys activated. You would have to get them to stop. Otherwise, they're going to shoot their own men in the back. Because these guys are in a haze of smoke, hammering away, firing away, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So yes, Jeff is right. They will keep facing this way, keep shooting this way, and they will not stop until good old Josef Engelstein gets them to stop.
Cool.
14 dice for 4s.
My own. No.
That's not bad. How many?
It's below average.
How many though?
6.
All right, so
5 of them are
6. So it's going to be 3 on this guy and 3 on this guy. So you can tell, and that's obviously in the open. So a 3 or 4, 3, 4, 5 is shock, and 6 is a kill.
All right, we'll start on the right-hand side.
That is a kill and 2 shock.
Oh, I thought I rolled.
You do. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was you. Yeah, he rolls. Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was wrong.
Shame. I like Pauker's roll.
That's still 2 shock.
2 shock.
And over here, one
One
shock.
shock.
You should have given me the roll. I would have done better.
Yes, you would have for you. Now, why those 2 guys? It's because that's who was in your bowling alley. I must take away your first fire. Still not a terrible shot. But now, you get the marker. You are uncontrolled.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Joker out of control.
You are blazing away, shooting at those guys, and they have taken some shock.
Unbind thyself from your government
Oh boy.
restrictions.
I didn't say
It's
rebel.
late and he's
Anarchy!
waxing philosophically.
Yeah, he's suddenly calling for anarchy. I don't know if that was the message. All right, how about you, Achilles? What's your 4 at?
Okay. It's my lights over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put them to the right of this formation here. So,
All right, they're gonna unfortunately have to take 2 inches off each die when they crawl in there. But other than that, yeah. So that can be 3 dice or 2 dice. It's up to you. Well, they get 2 dice is their movement. They get a die for free, and it's also they can. Actually, that's also going to break their formation if they hit those trees.
Okay.
They're going to move as individual
So-
groups at that point.
So if I use 2 dice,
Mm-hmm.
If I use 2 dice, can I put them back in formation at the end of the move with that third?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let's do that then, because I
Mhm.
think they can get there on 2 dice,
Let's see.
or pretty damn close to it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And if not, you can roll so that's 14 minus 2, 12.
Okay. Oops.
And if they stay together, they can automatically snap back in once they get out of the terrain.
Right, but I think he wants to keep them in the terrain and form them.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
There.
Okay, yeah, you were in the. I don't know why you. I guess you couldn't see that, but you were right on top of your own guys.
Oh yeah, I can't see the end of that line, so. All right.
I got him.
Thank you, sir.
Which is why he's taking his last action to do that. All right. These are such pretty trees. I like these. These are Has trees. Thank you, Has.
I think one of them is
Where's
flipped
the
over here.
I'm missing there he is.
Right there.
I got him. That's nice. Yeah, that'll work. All right, that's your 4.
Yep.
Blue flag.
All right, was that broken ground or heavy going?
Broken ground.
Because it says, no groups may run through it. Formations remain intact.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not challenging you or anything. I just
No. That's
I'm
that's
trying to figure
okay.
out-
Well, good. So that's a good note. That's a good note.
Luckily, it doesn't change anything. I
Yeah.
think they got where they needed to go. So
Red flag. Uh-oh. Hey, guy that just moved. You
That
wanna
would be
roll
me.
2? Yeah, that'd be you. Why don't you roll me a 2d6?
I'm already not liking the sound
How
of
is it
this.
always them? It's not fair.
No, what are you talking about? Command tent's got guys long gone. My
Yeah.
bully leg. The leader commanding the unit has sprained his ankle. Fortunately for the remainder of the game, he moves with -1 pip per dice, unless treated by a physician.
Alrighty.
There's no
That's-
physicians on the board.
Man, I'm having a rough day with leaders today.
I was gonna say, got one shot, got one have his ankle sprained.
I feel like I'm at Fort Irwin when they come up to you and say, "Okay, your company commander just died. What do you do?"
Or it's that scene in We Were Soldiers Once and Young when Mel Gibson comes up to the door of the helicopter and just said, "You're dead, you're dead." Blue 5. Blue 5. I think that's the gun, isn't it? Yep.
And the cavalry.
Oh, and the
What else
horses.
is cavalry.
Welker.
I'm catching something that's telling me that I shouldn't go back in there.
Yeah, you're gonna take huge negatives for all the shock and all that other stuff.
Right. So,
Well,
You're
he's
you're
only got
determined-
3 shots. Come
so
on.
could I turn on a 90
You're-
degree angle and run this way?
Sure. Yeah, that's the deal with groups is you turn them first and then move.
That's what I would like
You're
to
determined
do.
to get those cavalry killed, aren't you?
So you want to run you want to go at a gallop?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
3 dice. 3 dice. Unfortunately, it's going to be -8 inches.
18.
10 inches.
So do I
You
them
turn
first?
first on the spot.
And do I click or not click?
No click. That's just a group. Oh, I see what you mean. You click. I'm sorry. Put them back. There you go. Yeah, I see what you meant. Yeah, but move them up more so you don't cheat yourself. Up. Put your leader there. Now 10 inches.
There we go.
Yeah, it's not as much as you want.
It's
Yeah.
nearly as far as you thought.
The only bonus is he can't shoot you.
Yep, I'm outside your
Yeah,
bowling
yeah,
alley,
he can't
mister.
shoot you.
Yeah, but the uncontrolled group
Oh.
can.
Yeah, your own
Ooh,
uncontrolled guys are about to
see.
shoot you.
And your dad told you that.
For the record.
I figured they'd be able to go more than 10 inches.
Yeah, you figured that too when you went over
Seeing how
here.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 6.
Yeah.
It's a little
I'm
below average.
slightly concerned with your calculations here, Velker.
Look, I'm not
He
perfect.
didn't pass geometry.
Yet. He hasn't passed geometry yet.
Yes.
Did you move this gun yet, or did you want to?
Are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we on 4?
On
I mean 5. I'm
Yep.
sorry, 5.
Mhm.
Yes, I have not
Talking
moved.
to me?
You talking to me?
You talking to me? Okay. Okay, so if I did one die, could they unlimber at the end of that move?
No, both actions to unlimber.
Ah, okay. So, all right. So I'm going to roll both dice, but I don't want them to go past online with this unit.
Fair enough. That's
Basically on the crest
that
of the hill.
seems like a credible order.
Not in the correct format, but it's good enough.
Fair enough.
So that's 8 inches.
What'd you roll there? Sorry.
4.
Yep, 8.
I think that puts them almost exactly at that spot. When they unlimber, does the front of the gun go where the
Yep.
the furthest forward guy is?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. That'll work.
All right. Next chip. I like this table so much. A red flag. We now see 3 of them.
What to do? What to do?
A blue flag.
Ooh.
Man, you are tempting fate, Achilles.
I think I want to shoot my skirmishers at these.
Wait. If
You can.
Command tent. Is it
Oh, yeah, he
okay
got
if I
100.
use?
He's got
will
100.
I
Yeah.
have moved last? Or will he have moved?
This guy, at a minimum, these guys are in your way.
Huh?
You can't shoot through those guys.
I thought I had 180
You
degree.
do, but you can't have obstructions like this. You're going to be able to shoot. First of all,
All right, so I
those
used
two-
one of
these-
my actions
these
to
two
turn.
guys.
I used one of my actions to turn, and then I fire.
No, because then there's only going to be 2 guys in front of you.
Huh?
How
I
are you
don't
gonna-
understand what you're.
How are you going to turn? You're on a hedge.
Well, I'll use. All right, so I can't regroup these guys to shoot at those guys.
No.
There's no way to do that.
Sure there is. The way. No, you really can't, because you'd have to turn to your right in this little space here. That would work.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're going to have to get to the edge here, and that's going to be your whole move.
You got to run them into that house there, Jeff.
All right, we won't use the 3.
Red 2, though. Supernumerary. Any shock to
Yep.
take off?
Yep. Taking 1 shock off of this group right here.
Look at that. The one on the right there. Boop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. Did you have any CT?
I do not.
All right. A red 4.
Now.
That's the Grenzers. Now what?
I have
Well-
some things when he's done.
All right.
So, again, the same basic thing. How do I get?
To get in a position is going to be it will take both your activations.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to turn them, and then you're going to roll. Actually, no, you could turn them and roll 1d6 and see how far you get. And then you can shoot, but then you'll be unloaded.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
So we go like this. That's
Yeah.
what happens. Now they're jammed in there. They're not like this. We're gonna have to jam them in. But
but they're
So
they're
now
skirmishers. So
yeah. So now we see how far they go. 6 inches. Yeah. So you want them to go to the edge of the hedge here?
yep, so that they can shoot.
Yeah, that's fine.
And kind of angle them a little bit still.
And now, well, you can't. Straight ahead. Remember? So it's like that. And yeah, that's everybody. So you can do this, and you'll be unloaded.
Yes.
All right. Now I have to do this aesthetically because they're going to shoot at him. That's what they're going to do. Look at that. Yeah. Look at them shooting. All right, good deal. Now they shoot. 6 dudes. And range?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not going to be long range. That's going to be close range, I think. Which, that isn't the worst thing in the world, either.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing. Yeah, it's close range. So that's a 4, 5, 6 to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes plus a. So that's 7. 7 men will be firing.
They have first fire.
So that's a 3. 7 dice for 3. Four. Velker, there's only one of you standing, outstanding in the field as you are. So you got to roll 4. You're in the open. 3, 4, 5 shocks, 6 kills. Shock
Ouch.
and 2 kills. Is it Lieutenant Prizing?
Probably.
1d6. It is not, but that is 2 kills, which means you have more shock than you have. You have more shock than you have men. I know what the deal is for formations, but what is the deal for groups? Is there a deal for groups, to be honest?
Sounds like it wouldn't be good.
A group will immediately retire a number of inches for each point of shock more than the number of figures.
So that's page 50. That's not exclusively for formations.
Well, it's not a formation; it's a group.
No, I'm saying that's not exclusively for formations, right?
Yeah. It's a group. So
okay.
elite.
Shot there when a group has more. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so that does work that way.
A group with
Velker,
excess shock will retire each time it suffers addition. Okay.
Yeah. So you got 2. How much over you got? You got 5 over 3. So you got 2.
Would be 4 inches.
And it's going to be. It's 4 inches. So you have to go 4 inches away from him because he's what shot you. You face him.
Why?
Because he's what shot you.
What?
That's okay, Velker, because your other guys are about to shoot you in the back.
And that is a bad thing happening, so 1d6, please. I don't think anybody cares about that. Group obliged to withdraw. Yeah, no effect. Okay.
I might not have strategic skills, but at least our morale is high.
Morale is high.
We feel
Actually, I
good
think
about what's happening.
I think it's nobody liked the cavalry here.
Yeah. But the other piece is, it just cracks me up. All these guys from the Vardesenkreuzgrenz regiment is right outside this house, and these 3 guys are still hanging in the piggery. That just kills me. Blue. Oh, sorry. CT, you had something. Sorry.
Yes.
What you got, man?
My skirmishers, they would like to reload
Mm-hmm.
and shoot again.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. So that is now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus their commander is a 7. Is that still the range though? Did we check?
Range hasn't changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have not moved.
All right, so that is just outside. So that is the long range, which you like so very much. The only thing you don't get now is the
First fire.
is that first fire bonus because you already did your firing. You see, 7 dice. Long range is 6, 5. Yeah, 7 dice for 5s.
2.
All right, you're shoot now. He's got no leader this time. Who do you want to shoot at?
Let's see.
That's some light cover there. So 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills, 2 hits for you, Achilles.
Okay.
1 shock. Oh, 2 shock. I'm sorry. 2 shock. All right. And that was Command Tense 4. Little group of skirmishers making a fair amount of trouble in the corn from Command Tent. Nice job. I go in the bag. I get a red 3. There are honestly blue chips in there, I promise.
You say blue 3?
Bunch of them are going to come out pretty soon.
Okay, so I'm gonna march through this between the fence. So for every move, I'm gonna lose 2 inches.
Oh, you're going this way here?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, 2
I'm
inches
going-
off each die, whichever you do.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice.
Total of 12 for 8. These guys are not highly motivated.
Up, back them up. There.
All right.
They're backup troops, you know.
they're part 2 of that little story. All right, what you got, CT?
I'm going to activate Carl over here,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to move
Mm-hmm.
with 1 die, and then they're going to shoot down their bowling alley.
Your profound disrespect for being reloaded is very disturbing to me. The Napoleonicist in me rebels. 4 inches.
And then
So
we would
you're
like to
gonna-
shoot.
So you're going to shoot this gun, too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are. All right, but the grand total of shots is... Now, so you do not want to do a controlled volley. You can. If you do a controlled volley, this turn you have moved, you would then say present. And then, next time they activate, you get to say fire. That keeps them under control, and it also gives them a bonus in their firing.
Yeah. No, I think we're just gonna fire.
What does the step out do?
Step out is it gives you a bonus when you're changing formations.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So your column over there could use it if you were so inclined. All right, so you're hammering, huh, CT? All right.
I think so.
7, 14, 21. 21 plus dude is 23. Long range? Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it? Or is it?
Not anymore.
This is close.
Yeah, it's close.
The gun is...
Okay, he's out. The way that works, he gets 1 extra level of cover, so everybody's going to be in light cover when we start distributing hits. So we determined it is 23 at close range. Ouch. Firing adjustments. 23 hits on 3. 23 hits on... That's it. Oh. 23 for 3.
And do I get a first fire?
That's what I was giving you.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fire.
It's usually 4. That is way too many 2s, dude.
That is.
How many hits?
I think 11. Let me double. 10.
10. So what I see here is in the alley we've got group, gun. So it is 3, 3, 3. One gets an extra hit. Who gets that extra hit? My dear friend Achilles. Because you are under cover.
It'll be the infantry.
In the middle? All right.
Yeah.
So that's 4. So do it whatever way you want, but this is all light cover, so it's 3, 4, 3, or however you want to space it.
Okay. So we're starting here. Is that right?
Sure, it's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
So
start
it's-
there.
That's 3. You're under light cover. 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Let's deal with that right now. Is that the leader? 1 die.
Let's see.
It's not. Has to be under. So take that guy. Take this guy.
At least they didn't get any shock.
No, that's actually the bigger deal when you start seeing shock is a bigger deal in sharp practice than are actually even deaths in the long term. All right, but however, in the middle here we got 4.
Okay.
Three shock. And finally over here on the end, 3 more. A kill. No leaders. Dead dude. That's pretty good fire there, CT, I must say. Although there was still, I repeat, there was still a lot of 1s and 2s.
Yes, too many.
I don't want to affect your leader. Where's he hiding? There he is. Because I regret, take your first fire away. And now, we'll just have to know it because I would lose it in the corn. These guys are firing uncontrolled. They are blazing away. God, I love that look. Anyway. That was the 3. Yep. You moved, Jeff, right? On your 3?
Yeah, yep.
Cool. Blue 2. See, I told you there's some. Blue 2, supernumerary. Does he have any shock to take off?
No.
No? None? Okay. Oh, man. The red team has 4 flags.
Only that nice.
Do we want to activate somebody? You get another. You could blaze away at them again if you wanted.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
He's out of ammo though.
He can reload and shoot, which would leave him
Yeah,
unloaded.
he can reload
again.
and shoot.
Isn't
Yeah.
that 2 actions?
It is. He gets a full activation for 4.
Oh, I see.
That's not sharp practice. That's using 4 flags.
Yeah. No, I think we're in a good spot there. I think I want to do that. if
Hammer
you're
him
right.
again with 4 big flags. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Shoot
So-
him. Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Yep.
So
We're gonna need 4s or better.
yeah, because you lose your first fire. The man has spoken truly, and it's 23 for 4s.
I'm hoping that at some point in this game that I actually get to shoot
That may not happen.
before all my guys are dead.
But a lot of 3s. Total
10 again.
10 again. Same splitter. You want to do it different, Achilles?
We'll do the same.
Okay, 3 on the gun.
Okay. Roll low for a change, will you?
Oh my
No,
God.
let's not.
Oh my God. 1d6. It's not the leader, but that's the gun. That is the entire gun. That's a bad thing. As you might well imagine.
Sure seems like it would be.
That is a group wiped out. 1d6. Five.
5.
That's 2 points off your force morale. You're going to want to hide that leader, basically, at this point. Because all he can be is a casualty at this point. Middle, 4.
Okay.
Oh, that's a switch. Nothing. And on the side, 3. Shock and a kill. No leader present. Come on, come on. Actually, I'll keep the formation together by taking it off the back. Okay. That
Nice play.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a good use of 4 flags. Holy cow! They are now off the table. Blue 1. Velker.
I'll just walk forward to be in line with these guys. Or have you moved these guys?
These are these guys.
Yeah, did you move these guys, Achilles?
Well, I think Achilles was waiting for you.
You can go first, and I'll just say I'll line up with you once you're done.
Okay. Yeah, my ones are gonna move up to the crest of the hill.
Okay.
And it's 2 dice, right?
Yes, sir. $18.
That's about the crest right there.
I think that works.
Okay.
And then my guys move to line up with
Best
them.
they can, yeah. You want to run them or are they walking?
They're walking.
2. 18.
I have a question. For them to change their angle,
Mm-hmm.
would that is that another activation?
That's a wheel. Yep.
Okay.
That is a wheel.
If you want to go, you had enough movement. You could, if you want to go flat up against the. You didn't use
No,
all your
a wheel.
ATH.
Wheel takes your entire activation.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh.
Yeah, formations are awesome, as CT is demonstrating fairly convincingly, but they have limitations, and that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah, they're a bit unwieldy if you don't have them lined up to start.
Yep.
Yep.
Especially when, as is going on here and is also going on down here, they're going to shoot at anything. Speaking of which, we go on. There are now 3 blue flags. There is a red flag. There is a tiffin.
Oh,
So
that's unfortunate.
Yep. It is a tie, so we roll 1d6 to see who gets to use their flag first.
No, we only have 1. They have 2,
Oh,
or
sorry.
they have actually 3.
Oh my gracious!
Yeah,
Wow,
we do have 3.
counting skills have utterly failed at this point in the evening. Blue, you may
Now we know why Velker doesn't know math.
Right. It's suddenly we have discovered the source of Velker's lack of math knowledge. It's his dad. The
Family.
It's a family thing. The French or the Bavarians. I'm sorry. The Bavarians may activate a unit.
If I may get my cavalry out of the way, that would be much appreciated.
They've already been activated.
You already activated them this turn, dude.
What was this turn?
Yeah. Look at. Always check your what chips are out. You can tell pretty quickly. So yeah, they're there.
Well, I know one thing, Velker. Don't activate these guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't activate those guys. Okay. If you're trying to decide, then I will activate somebody.
All right. Who's that?
These guys here,
Okay.
they're going to shoot.
All right. The only demerit that they've got is obviously they got a little shock that's going to cost them a total of 3 dice. And
Now, do they shoot as a formation or do they shoot as groups?
formation.
Okay.
The formation, they just don't get any leader benefits. Not that they have a
Okay.
leader from which to benefit.
Yeah, to benefit anyhow. Okay.
And this is their first shot, isn't it?
It is.
And so they can't. They could always controlled volley, but they're not going to, obviously, because they don't have a leader to make them do it. So 8, 14. Yeah, 8 plus 6 is 14. And then 22 minus 3 is 16.
It's 19.
22 minus 3, right, is 19. Yep, not 6. That's it. It's half. Thank you. 19. Range is close, I believe we determined, right?
It is.
They get their first fire, which drops it to a 3, and I think that's it. 19 dice for
Okay.
3. Well, that's a bunch. I count 13.
Okay. Let me check. It's 1, 2, 3, 13. Yeah.
All right, who's hit? Let's see here. Oh, I think all God's children got hits. So that also is going to include these boys. They are going to be in a different cover level, so they're going to be in hard cover, which is where they'd be anyway. So it's total of 13, which is 3, 3, 3, 3. And then CT, you got to pick one to get the fourth.
Skirmishers.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, because they're in hard cover.
So who do you want to go first?
I'll start on the right and go left.
All right. 3, so it's 4 or 5 shock, 6 kills. Kill. Alright, I gotta do what I sometimes do in Chain of Command. I'm putting their shock all the way at the edge of the field and hoping for the best. Alright, and then the leader is not there. So, but that's just a dead dude. Alright. In the middle, 3.
Shock.
At the right.
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh, that
That
hurts.
was nasty. And our skirmishers, finally, who are getting 4. 5 shock, 6 kills. Shock. Well, Achilles, I must say, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, rift down the
Not
line.
not as devastating as his was, but he shot twice.
Yeah.
Well, and
And
he
you're
was able
loaded,
to
too.
spread it over another unit, too. That really helps.
hmm And also, but on the other hand, you're reloaded and he's not, so other opportunities exist. However, let it be noted, you are now also uncontrolledly firing.
Yeah,
Blazing.
that's all right.
Blazing away. Red.
I haven't got anybody friendly in front of me, so that's okay.
Red, you got 1 activation.
Yes. Command tent, do you have something? Otherwise, I'd like to get my cavalry out of the way.
No, I moved or activated everybody.
All right. All right. I just want to pull the cavalry back here to
You're talking
get
about
them out.
You're talking about facing them.
Yes.
Well, what am I talking about? They're a group, so you just turn them whichever way you want to go, and then move. But you're gonna have to, because you're gonna have to shoot them this way. You can't take them through the infantry. You'll break the formation.
No. I overshot it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the way they're facing and going, I don't think you want to go that way. And then once you've done that, you can roll your 2d6, and you're going to get a +6. Sorry, +12. 8, 20. -2, 18. There we go. French. Bavarians, I should say, I guess.
Okay, Velker, do you have something you want to do?
Yes, I'll move these guys. They did move. Never mind.
Your three.
Have you got anybody?
Yeah, I think everybody moved. I think you only had those.
Yeah.
Did you move these guys?
Yes,
Yes,
he moved them.
Okay.
He moved them first, actually.
Okay.
First.
Oh, that's right. That's his one.
Actually, I
Yeah.
moved them last.
All right.
So you don't have anybody?
Nope.
Okay. I still do.
All right.
Go ahead.
Or do I? No, wait a minute. I moved them, didn't I?
Yep.
I moved up my
Turns are
my
long.
life.
Yeah, it takes focus. I admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they.
Oh no, wait.
What number are they?
They're fours.
Yeah, you're 4 moved.
Okay.
I think everybody moved.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're done. All right. That's one of the things I like about playing the chips out. You can see pretty quickly. I suppose I should
Yeah.
check time like a good person.
Pretty helpful.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah, we probably got one more turn here.
I think that's right.
Did we do threes?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because these guys
Oh!
are in the same spot.
Tiffin.
End of chapter.
End of chapter, which means the only big thing here, everybody is reloaded.
Well,
That worked
unfortunate.
out quite well.
That is unfortunate.
There are some other things. CT will be familiar with blowing up buildings in.
Can we blow up all the buildings?
No, yes, you can. Guns can blow them up. Although you can't because you lost your cannon. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Not the pig brothel.
It's
Don't blow that up.
Too soon, Jim. Too soon.
Sorry. But yeah, that just, the funny part is, and this really does amuse me, CT doesn't appear to give a fig as to where the pig guys have gotten off to.
Well, I can imagine that.
Yeah, they don't come back at the end of the chapter.
I think they're already
No,
far
no,
gone.
you got to go get them.
Yeah, no, they're on their own. They've made their bed. They can lie in it.
If they've done chasing
They've made their
everybody,
sty,
they're
they
too
can
far
lie.
gone.
Well, but here's the thing: will they be considered deserters at the end of the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shot as. For a
There's a staff guy writing up the articles right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
You three yahoos. A blue flag starts. A blue 4. Look at that.
Is that...
Oh,
No, I thought those were the horses for a second. Oh, of course
Oh,
it's
that's-
the guy.
Uh-oh.
That's
It's the
not
skirmishers.
good.
Ow.
Okay, so here's the deal. I assume you want them to stop shooting.
Yep.
These are regulars. 1d6. They obey on a 3 to 6. No. They're
Oh dear,
shooting.
Velker.
Nothing can go my way today.
Yeah. So they're firing off in this direction. They're gonna hit these guys. They will hit the Austrians, but they get to share hits with those guys.
Yep.
Aren't they shooting mostly up? I mean, come on. You're not
It's a
gonna-
bowling alley.
Yeah, it's a bowling alley.
So it's 6 plus. So it's 6, 12, 14. These guys are gonna get a level of cover because this is close range.
Oh, so we're light cover. All right.
Yeah, these guys will get... Well, the other problem with that, though, is you are also going to be easier to hit. Because he is firing now at close range. So it's 16... It's 12, 14... usually 4, 5, 6. Now it's 3, 4, 5, 6. 14 dice for 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why is it 3? Why is
Because
it 4,
it's
5?
close range,
Three.
4, 5, 6, and they're lights.
Are they skirmish or
They
are
don't
they
have
light?
to. No, they're lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed 4.
We don't have
so
any
I got
skirm.
10.
So you got how many? How many hits?
10.
10 hits. 3 units or 4?
I think it's
3.
3. So 1, 2, 3, and it's 10. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 1. Velker, who gets the extra?
Those guys.
I figured.
I'm not putting it on my horse.
Yeah, let's start with your horses though. 3 dice.
One shot.
1 shock.
Oh, they're double.
Oh, that could have been a lot
That's
worse.
doubled. That actually is worse. So this
Oh.
is 2d6.
Spoke too soon.
For me.
It's 2d6 plus 20. 2d6 doubled plus 24.
18.
18.
38.
42. 43, sorry.
They're gone.
Wait, 18 plus 24?
It's 43. 42, sorry, 42.
I'm just judging you on your math. I knew that.
Yeah,
I wasn't sad that they were gone. I knew they were gone. But
They have scampered.
I didn't know we were
But
getting an
funny
odd
thing is,
number
I
from adding 2 even
I
numbers.
That
said
is
it right
a-
the first time, and then I corrected myself, and I was wrong, and then
Ha! That is assuredly a bad thing happening.
Yeah.
So I need to find that one. That is a unit. That is a group breaking 1d6. 1 point off your force move.
That's not that bad.
Nope.
No,
For how many
could've
things
been a
have
lot
gone
worse.
wrong, only losing
Yeah.
1 I'm not too mad about.
All right, 4 or 5 shots. 6 kills. No, this is Velker still shooting.
What?
Remember, you fired downrange.
Uh-huh.
Now it's 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills.
Okay.
Oh!
Ouch.
Oh, Jeff!
Ooh, doggy!
Oh, Jeff! There is a Fanrich right there.
Funny.
Svanrik may have a bad day. Let's get a 1d6.
Funny.
Yep.
Oh, he makes-
No.
but that's still 3 men dead.
Yeah, that does help.
And now in the over here we got 3. One shock.
Well, that could have gone better.
The horse thing. But so those guys are still pounding away. The horses are gone. What you got, Achilles?
all right. Have my lights over here,
Oh, so you do, yeah.
and they are going to be firing.
Yeah. Is this their first time firing?
It is.
6 guys, yeah. But they got a leader. They got a leader. Where is that?
They do.
Or is this a formation? No, this is a formation.
It is.
Yeah. That's 12 plus 2, 14. What's the range?
I think the only one they can shoot at is the Grenzers over here. So,
Okay.
if I'm correct,
Yeah, that'd be right.
yeah, that's the only
That's
thing
long
within their
range,
bowling
so that's
alley.
long range.
Yeah.
So 14 at long, which is, as you know, is good for them. Or are they light?
They're light. They're not
Yeah, they're
skirmish.
actually light. Yeah, the Schutzen are light. So
Yeah.
that doesn't really benefit them the way it does skirmishers. So 14 dudes would usually be looking for 6s, but they're long range. This is first fire, so it's 6, 5, 4. I'm assuming you're not doing a controlled volley.
Correct.
Can't think of any other modifiers, but I want to look.
They can't do control volley anyway. So
Oh, they can't? Okay, I guess that
No.
makes sense. Yeah. 6, 5, 4. Yeah, 14 dice for 4s. Coming out of the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. These boys here, 5 shocks, 6 kills. 2 shock, 2 kills. Ouch. Is
I roll
it
for the
there?
leader?
Is
Yeah.
it Unterleutnant Josef Armand Ritter von Nordmann? It is not.
Too bad, because we really need to get rid of that guy so we don't have to say his name anymore.
That's why we call him Joe.
That's just for the record. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes with 3 shocks. So they're doing all right. All right, good shooting. That everything.
Do you want to clear those dead guys back there?
Yeah, I suppose I should.
Because otherwise they're confusing me.
Those are secret reinforcements for the Austrians. That's been a good turn for the French so far. Ooh, perhaps not now. 4 red. Red 4.
Can my skirmishers see his skirmishers?
Where are you at now? Where's those skirmishers at? There they are.
Hmm.
Sure. Absolutely.
All right, then we're gonna fire on them.
Okay. They've already fired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes, plus their commander is a 7. Question being, what's the range? Did you check it? No.
Oh no.
Gonna be long.
Yeah. They've already had first fire.
So 5 or 6.
I didn't clear off there.
Yeah, they lost their first fire, so it's 5 or 6.
Yeah, 7 dice, 5, 6. Couple.
2 hits.
You can pick which one you're shooting at.
Whatever the commander's a part of.
Yeah, which one is he attached to, Velker? You do have to choose. I just like him so much because Giorgio made him so lovely, and he's very saucy. Which one?
That one.
All right, over to the right. That's where he is. We'll put him back there.
2 hits on him.
Yeah, 2 hits, Velker. 5 shocks, 6 kills. Nothing.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Pew-pew. How about UCT?
So-
You got 4?
It's so difficult to get Velker to roll low. So,
Them fellers in the weeds there.
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's right. They got reloaded by the end of the chapter, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
lucky.
You're gonna need to shoot there because you can't shoot through these guys.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot there. That's certainly fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 5 minus 1, 4. Determined it to be long range. 5 or 6. 5 for 5 or 6.
Give me 4. Minus 1
2,
for
3.
the
Yeah,
shock.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Yeah, 4 for 5 or 6. 2. Shooting at these boys right there, Achilles. So that's going to be 2 dice, and it's 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills.
Okay. Oops. Didn't do that. All right.
1 shot. Didn't have any. Now they do.
And then to make you happy, we will reload.
So there is no puff of smoke out there. Great pity. 5. Red 5.
Yes, please. I would like to unlimber my gun.
Oh, mercy. Well, just do it then. And of course, we're going to be a step. Very good. There. Oh, very nice. Very proper. I like it. Although it
All
is
right,
interesting, according to everything I have read, you absolutely should be properly depicting it with the horses to the front because they could never figure out how to get horses to back up this way.
Really?
Yep. Horses would not back up. Mules will. But horses will not back up that way, so you should always see horse guns or just limbers depicted this way.
Huh.
Fascinating to me.
They got
All
no
right,
backup gene.
I want to shoot my cavalry over here. The first thing I'm going to do is, I don't even know how much shock that is. It's one shock, so I'm going to remove the shock, and then we're going to go over here someplace, get out of everybody's shooting range.
All right.
When do I find out whether I get a new leader for
the
that?
next time he activates?
So
When that unit activates. So you're gonna so you take off the shock, which is super cool, and now you're gonna roll 2d6.
Yep.
22. That's a lot. So remember, turn to face and then go straight ahead.
Yep.
All 22 though. 3 more to go.
No, I declared that I was going right to here.
Oh, I didn't see a ping. Okay, very good. So it is. All right, that's you. And that was CT. And now we're on another chip. A blue flag. There are 2 blue flags in play. Blue 2, supernumerary. Any shock removals? No. No. Okay. Just checking. Red flag. Blue 1. Just a little sauce for the goose, I think.
I'm gonna wheel to my left.
Just remember, you have a hill here.
Yeah, you can't see me.
Oh, that's right. I have a hill
This group
there.
can definitely see them, but that's it.
Alright, so we're gonna move closer.
All right.
Can I wheel left and then move towards them?
No, wheeling takes the whole turn.
Ooh. Alright, well then I'll just move in oblique.
Yes, you can. That you can certainly do.
Now walk.
All right.
12.
Mm-hmm. Man, now you're in a position to see each other.
We are? Really?
Nah, no, not the guys in the end. Only those front guys. Yeah, those 2 guys, the middle and the right, can't see. Not to the top of that
My
hand.
one.
All right. How about you, Achilles?
Boy, this is a tough one. If I have these guys fire.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you. You take
Wait
care,
a
man.
minute. Okay, you said my commander's
Sorry.
24 range to
inches.
yell is.
If as long as it's him, I think it's 24.
No, I'm sorry. I meant for him to yell.
Yeah, he's a 3. 18.
Okay, so does it just need to be to the beginning of the formation, or does it need to be all?
As long as he reaches it. Yeah.
Okay. Can he yell at this formation and have them fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that.
He shouts, "You over there, shoot!" Mm-hmm. All right. There's gonna be a few deductions, I think, but we count 8, we count 14, and we count 22, right? Yeah. No leader to add, so 22 minus 3, 19. Lost your first fire. Range is close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Range is close. That falls into a different range band, so they get an extra layer of cover. 22 for 4, 5, 6.
22.
19, sorry. It's minus 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just said it.
And one other question: does this count as an activation for them?
Yes, they'll be. Yes, they still will check for their leader, but they can
Okay.
do nothing else.
Okay.
One, two, three. Oof, that's a bunch. How many?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 10.
10. So 2, 2, 2, 2. And we need 2 1s. So CT, you're going to have to put 1 extra on 2 guys. All right. We'll start over here then. It's 3. 2 shock. Here comes that shock, which is nasty. This is 3. Oh, sorry, 2. This is 2. This is 2, yep. Shock. 2. Kill. And these boys. That's 3. Nothing. So let's check our main unit, Shock. How many you got? 6, 10, 13, 17, 18, and a total of... so it's
6.
That's why you love formations, right? Spread the shock out, keep the leader, keep it under control. Yeah, it's not what you want to see, but at least they're standing there firing away. Still, I think it was the right move. Now, Achilles, he has 2 other activations, should you want them.
Okay. Let's see. And as you say, when do I check for the
When this
leader here?
when this leader's card comes up, he should be on a 3.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Is it even worth trying to shoot? Their long range would be 48.
Mm-hmm.
You'd catch one group here.
Yeah, I can hit I can hit the gun.
Yeah, but
And
that's his first fire gone.
Yeah, and I can hit the end of this group.
Agree.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay. No leader bonus. But yeah, so it'll be that and the gun, both at long range.
I do have a. Oh, I don't get the
you don't
bonus
get the
for my
bonus because
commander.
you're yelling at this guy is yelling over here and he's not attached.
I got you.
It's only if this guy activates that you get it.
Okay.
No, I take it back. It's if he were attached. But if he's attached, he can't order this guy over here.
I got you.
So,
Okay.
It's 8, 8, 8. That's 24. It would usually be a 6. This is first fire, so it's a 5. I see nothing else. 24 for 5 or 6.
So we've got 4 5s.
4, so it's 2 and 2. So who's got the DeVoe infantry? That's CT?
Yep.
Yeah, they're both CT.
Yeah, so that's 2. That's a kill. The commander is not there. Now the gun. Shock. All right. Next. Blue 5. What is that? I think.
Well, it would have been my gun.
Okay.
Would have been my cavalry.
It would have.
It's the 2 units.
So the
that no
5s
longer
are.
exist.
However, you may want to move that commander, Achilles.
Ah, yeah. Forgot about him.
Just kind
He's
of
out there all by himself.
getting him out of there. He has how many? Is he a status 1 or a status 2?
He is status 1.
So he rolls 1. He rolls 2d6 to move. Doesn't have
Okay.
3.
Eight.
Mm-hmm. 16.
So 16.
Yeah. You just don't want him near where these lunatics can shoot at him.
So there isn't anything I can do with him. I
No.
can't like.
No, he can
Attack
command
him
no
to anything or
one.
anything.
He could fight in fisticuffs theoretically, but that's a huge waste of a leader because if he gets hurt, that's a bad thing happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he goes back to HQ essentially.
Says, "Sir, you've killed my division."
Exactly.
Okay.
Red flag. 2 red flags on the table. There are now 3 red flags on the table.
CT, can I activate my my guys and shoot at him? My number 1. Or do you want to shoot? You've got a better shot probably, but these guys have already shot. So
Yeah, I was holding out for that 4th flag.
okay.
All right. See if we get a 4th flag. Let's find out. There's a 4th flag.
Oh, and 3 red in a row.
That's 3 red
Oh,
in a
yeah.
row. Yeah.
So
Oh, this poor leader.
It was that poor leader. Yeah, that was the last order. 1d6. I don't know if 2d6. I don't know if it'll be relevant. But 2d6 out of him.
So that's my guy that
That's
ran
you.
away, right?
Yeah. 4.
4.
Make way. The leader commanding the unit which last moved is accidentally barged down by his own men.
He doesn't have any, man.
On his activation, he cannot move or use his initiative. He will simply dust himself down, straighten his cravat. So he has to stand up next turn. He falls down.
Okay. I don't think that hurts too much. Except
It
that
doesn't.
now there's no way I'll remember where he is.
And now they have, you have 4 flags red.
Yeah, do you mind if I take that and
No.
unload with my artillery?
Well, let's see if we can try to do force a bad thing happen, or what's the artillery? Or we can play around with the artillery.
Yeah, I'm in canister range.
Okay.
If I read it correctly.
Okay. First of all, take the shock off.
The entire field is in canister range.
Yeah,
And
well,
actually, you know what? Did the gun move already?
yes.
That's
This
why
turn?
I need the 4th.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I need to
okay.
for.
All right, take the shock off of it and shoot it.
Will the shock inhibit my shot?
Yes.
Okay.
How many shock do you have? Just 1?
Just 1.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Then...
Because then what you can do is spend your second action partially reloading.
Because it takes 2 to reload, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that. I'll shoot, and then the second one will partially reload.
But that's the 2 actions for the gun. The leader can.
Yeah, the leader can rally. That's right. The leader can rally that shock off no matter what. No, he's status 1. No, he can't.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he only gets.
That's it. Ordering the gun. So we go over here to our trusty dusty arsenal. Trusty dusty. 12 dice. This is close or canister range, depending on how you want to look at it. Does he get first fire? I'm curious.
It says yes on his tooltip.
Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me. They come to the field loaded. You know. It is not controlled fire.
It says controlled first only.
Right. He could use a controlled volley if you wanted to, but then you've got to do that present fire thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it is close range, which is a 4. It's a first fire, which is a 3, and it's canister, which takes it down to 2. Yeah. 12 dice. For 2. And it's going to hit this guy and this guy.
$11.
11 hits. Which one do you want to get more?
Let's go with the middle one.
It's actually up to CT, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
You're asking me.
Yeah, the middle one's good choice.
6 and 5. Go ahead, Achilles 6.
Okay. Oops.
That was a really, really good roll on your part.
Is that like one shock, one kill?
2 shock and a kill.
No, 2 shock and kill.
Yeah. And now now 5.
Yeah, because it's canister, it's doubled.
So next one is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was not so good.
Killing 6. Yeah, it's canister, all right. Oh, I take it back. Nope. Nope, I'm wrong. That's cover. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I was wondering how you got 6 out of that.
Yeah. Well, it's doubled, but I was calculating it based on him being in the open, which he's not, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. That was 4 flags.
Nice shooting.
Thank you. Thanks for the flag usage.
Red 2, you guys got some supernumerary stuff you want to do?
Yeah. Can he pull off shock off of any part or
Yep,
only
any
on this?
any part of the formation.
All right, so I want to reduce this shock to 1.
Is he a 2 or a 1? Yeah, he's a 1. So, boop. All right, how about you, CT? You got a level 2 around here somewhere?
Yeah, but there's no shock. He's over here.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, they have a bunch of dead, but no shock.
Big red 1.
Oh, that
No,
was
he
what I
does
need.
have shock. He does have shock back here.
No, that's for these guys up here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we.
Red.
Oh, we got-
1.
Oh. Can I shoot at these guys in
Yeah.
front of me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Remember we said this here is the hill, so this group over here could shoot over there, but that would be it.
Is there a problem with shooting just at?
No, except he's gonna go uncontrolled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll just stay where we are now. We'll pull the 2 shock off though.
Sure. How about you, CT?
All right, so I can do 3 things,
Yep.
correct?
You can give 3 orders.
3 orders. So I could order them to move
Yes.
and see how far they get.
On 1 die. They get
On
when
one
you yell at them to do something, they get 2 actions.
So they can
the-
move
the-
and shoot.
The first die is their move, the second die is their shot, or the second action is their shot. They don't reload.
And he only can yell at them once, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's the rub of him not being connected.
And if he was connected, what could he do?
At that point, he adds his 3 to the number of dice they're shooting, in addition to being able to do those 2 things. And he can take off shock.
Yeah, because the unit always gets 2 actions. You can
Right,
move
right.
twice. You can move and shoot.
Hmm.
Evening, Major.
But if he's connected, he can't shatter anybody else.
Correct.
All right. All right. Within 18, he can shout, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He'll shout at them to fire.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start there. No gun to shoot at, so it's gonna all fall on this guy and.
I got this guy way back here, right?
Yeah. He's in
behind
range.
the hill.
The only thing that counts is killing him, but yeah, it does.
He's actually blocked by the hill. So.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
true.
fair
Yeah,
point.
He's,
Fair point.
Yeah, he's down there. Good.
And he's laying on the ground too.
Yeah,
He
I was
got
gonna.
knocked
Yeah,
down.
that's true too. He just fell over.
Yeah, he didn't fall over. He got knocked over.
4,
He'd be the hardest man to hit in the whole field.
11, 15, 16, 17. 17 minus 3, 14. Close range. I'm not sure. Yeah. 7. Yeah. 14 for 4, 5, 6. Six, 3 and 3. Which one do you want, Achilles?
We'll start with the left.
3. No cover, so 2 shock. And here. Kill and 2 shock. Yoink. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 21. Over halfway. Ouch. However, also, you're getting to the point where the group has more shock than people in it. That's what starts causing groups to have to start pushing back and starts to break formations. Yeah, there's none of that there. Alright, so those guys have reloaded. That was one of his activations. Who else is he activating?
How close do they have to be to the snap formation? Is it 2 inches or 4?
It's to spend an activation and do it. It's 8. To do it for free, it's 2.
Okay. And that's their whole activation when they do that?
That costs an activation.
Okay.
But then they can't shoot, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to line up.
Yeah, he'll yell at them to activate, and they're going to move on 1 die.
Mm-hmm. Four. All right.
And then he'll move himself on 1 die.
Four.
All right.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Jeff, you moved your 1, didn't you? Or did you?
Well, no, I decided not to. I took shock.
Oh, that's
off
right.
of
That's
it.
right. That's right. Red 3.
Mine's already activated.
Okay.
He can't remove shock after he's activated, can he?
Correct. No, I can't. Well, yes, you can.
I would like to do that, please.
Where are we here? Sorry. There? Alright, he's, what level is he? 2, so you can take off 2. Tell me 2.
1 there. Actually, both on that one.
All right, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move, and I know I probably will not get that much movement, but the idea is I want to get out here and fall into line if I can, but I don't think.
Oh, I mean, you're modestly delusional at that point. But go ahead.
I know. I'm just. So everybody's clear of what's.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to do.
I get it.
Yeah.
Two
That could be the tagline for the whole thing you do here. Modestly delusional.
Because
Now we
the
know
other
who's.
thing is,
Now we know.
the other thing is clicking into line that way is itself a movement. That costs an activation. So
Now we know who's been
Sweet.
drinking in that tavern.
you're scrumming through there, you know. And then you take an activation and go like that. Because then these guys come in behind. And then next turn you can do it.
Yep.
You might still have to move up a little bit to get yourself some room. All right. Blue flag, 2 on the table, 3 on the table. 3 blue flags, bear it in mind.
What can we do with 3? We can activate a unit that hasn't been activated? Is that correct?
Correct. But you get the leader.
We get the leader.
Mm-hmm. So if you got a leader out there that hasn't had a chance to do some leader magic, he can shoot.
Ah, I see.
Because it's no secret that coming out now is Tiffin. There are no red flags. There are 3 blue flags. French or Bavarian units, please.
Go for it, Velker.
I'd like to shoot with these guys.
You're going to be shooting into the back of your own guys.
No, is that the way they're faced?
Mm-hmm. Look at him from top down. It's not even close. You sure you want to activate him?
Can I? No, just leave it though.
What's that?
Never mind.
Never mind.
How about these guys?
Yeah, what about these guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Why not?
Which
Yeah.
one do?
They're gonna walk over here.
All right. 2d6. $14. That is one of the 3. You got some, Achilles?
Yeah. I'd like to, I've got my lights over here.
So you do. No casualties.
Yeah.
Okay. Which
I
one?
want to actually, I want to angle them or wheel them.
That's
in
the whole
this case.
activation. Just so you know.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I thought groups.
They're not groups. They're a formation.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And how many clicks can I do that?
That group 2.
I think that should do it.
Yeah. One more.
Anything you got? Anything else you got, Felker?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anybody that's not done anything.
All right.
Can well, no, I used him for something. I can't move my leader or anything, so.
No, you cannot activate the leader.
So I don't think we have anybody left then.
All right. Wow. Lot of stuff. What are the force morales? We got a 10. We got a 6. Uh-oh. We got a 10 and a 9. Ooh. Definite advantage presently to the Austrians. But still a long way to go. This is... So I'm curious, for Achilles and for the command tent who have never played before, what do you think of Sharp Practice?
Go ahead, CT.
It's fun. I'm enjoying figuring out how to maneuver these troops to line up that killer shot. It's a lot tougher than you think it is.
It's a lot harder than in Chain of Command, isn't it?
Yes, very different game.
Yeah.
There's some of the little similarities with that the Two Fat Lardies have within a lot of their games, but to make it feel comfortable. But yeah, it's a different type of warfare, and I think the rules force you to fight like that. You can't just go in guns blazing.
Yeah, that's true. I was surprised at how hard I got hit as soon as I got to the crest of that hill.
Mm-hmm.
That was in part CT did a good job and got the 2 volleys in a row there. That hurt, and took out my gun, which I really needed. which I still really need.
Yes.
Yeah, I got lucky with that.
Well,
yeah, that hurt.
But at the end of the day, it's one of the things you learn is these interchanges, right? I mean, nobody expected you to know that going in.
Yeah, exactly. That's I was thinking logically, move them up to the crest of the hill so they can fire on those guys, but I wasn't anticipating the negative consequences that could happen, so
And
wasn't preparing.
To me, it's much like this conversation about how do you move these guys that Jeff is moving. You know, Rebels and Patriots let you just kind of move them however you like. Sharp Practice says, no. You got to move these guys as a formed unit. How are you going to march them, and what are they going to do? You know, and that's some definite limitations that I think give that. It was actually Vance, the time we played this years ago, made the comment, I didn't know they made squad leader for Napoleonics.
That's pretty good. That's almost dead on there.
You know?
I think it gives you I think it captures the feel that it's going for. So in that realm, that's very successful.
And I'm going to say something about CT. I have never seen, and I got to make sure it's right. I'm convinced it is, but I'm rereading it again because, frankly, it's never dawned on me doing what CT did over here by disconnecting his guy and shouting orders.
Mm-hmm.
I've always connected my senior leaders to get their bonuses, but that works.
I mean, that's something I will admit I'm carrying over from Chain of Command.
Yeah, no.
Senior leader yelling.
I know exactly where you're getting it. How many times have I seen you do that? I mean, you know, that's really neat, and I hope it is right because I like that a ton. You know, the idea of the senior commander sitting on his horse and going, "You get yourself over there, get over there." You know, rather than committing himself, focusing on a particular unit. You know.
Yeah, that's his job. His job is to command the whole field, not just a single group. So
right, and he's going to attach himself. We love, and this is probably a horse on me. We love the idea. Oh, he gives me this awesome bonus. He gives me a plus. He gives me 3 whole fire dice. Yeah, but the consequence of that, he's focusing just on this unit.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't know what's going on with the other 2. And because CT was able to, you know, bring fire from not 1 but 2 of these, I would suppose that we'd call them companies, you know, from these companies simultaneously, that was effective stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
Very much so.
I learned much. Let me save it. I gotta save it. SP save. All right. Awesome. Well, this is that. Dalinor is going to come back to us on Saturday, he said. And he's going to come back to us.
We're going to hold him to it, or we're all going to New Jersey and drag his butt out of his house.
I can do that for you guys.
The Squad Leader is a much better game. I don't know. I think the comparison is a detailed tactical game in the Napoleonic period. I don't know as we can go much further in terms of comparisons. I don't know if they'll bear it. And as you say, some people swear by TFL games and some people swear at them. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love them. They're my favorites. But I absolutely understand why some people are desperately frustrated by them. The number one thing you must accept in any Too Fat Lardy game is your chip may not come up.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that earlier.
Yes, you did. Now, it turned around in the next turn.
Yep.
But you may be sitting there at exactly the wrong time. And that, you know, the biggest example of that I can come up with is in our Chain of Command game, in which CT had carefully laid down smoke after smoke after smoke on OJ, and then all of a sudden 3d6 were rolled, ended the turn, and stranded an entire squad out in the middle of a field in a killer crossfire with a Panzer IV. You know,
that's a bad day.
Yeah.
What do you do? You know. So yes, that can absolutely happen. So Dalinor comes back to us on Saturday because we're playing Blucher. And we're playing the Battle of Eggmuhl for Blucher. So we are rolling right along. Please join us for that. And obviously we'll be back all next week with other games. But Eggmuhl Week will roll on with another game. Thank you for participating in this one, players. Thank you for watching those who did so. Absolutely does you. I mean, and that is entirely the point Richard Clark would make. It's fog of war. It's friction is what it is. You have a plan, you hope it survives, but at the end of the day, it just may not happen. But and the play of the flags, even after Tiffin, gives you a little bit of a chance to leak out and get some extra stuff, but it's not nearly as effective as playing it in its turn. So anyway, thanks so much, guys. Thanks to everybody who watched. Come back on Saturday for Saturday Night Fights and the Battle of Eggmuhl. But in the meanwhile, whenever it is, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon.